do I need to get rid?
Yeah, now's the time to ask.
I should probably lower levels. Do I have to
If
get
you're
rid?
looking for something that's really cool for being on a boat, control water is really cool.
Oh yeah, fuck. That's
Because
actually.
you can choose spells that are spell slots that are higher than you have right now, and then when you gain access to those, you get that spell. You can do that as well.
I thought it has to be of a spell slot that she
Yeah,
can cast.
it does.
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah, yes.
Oh,
But when you
that's a
gain a
bummer.
level in
But
that,
when she,
gain a
yeah,
level
she
that you can
swap
cast
out.
those, you can swap that
Oh,
one
that's
out
what.
at that
That's
level.
right. That's right. That's how you do it.
Oh, okay.
So once you
okay.
hit, it's 6 and then, or 5 and then, what's the next level? It's 3 levels? Or 2 levels? Can't remember. That
Are you
get.
asking me a question?
No, thinking out loud.
So do you have
7th.
fourth level spells?
No,
No.
7th. So once you go to
Okay, so you
7th
can't do
level,
control water yet.
yeah. So once you get to 7th level, then you can swap one of your lore bard spells out for a different one.
I'm not a lore bard. Wait.
Yes,
You
you
are
are.
a
Yeah,
lore
no, I'm a lore. I just
Yeah.
I just remembered the rhyme that I made, and I got very confused.
So yeah, so if you wanted to take something that's going to be effective for essentially 2 levels, then you can take that now. And when you level up, you can say, "Oh, I want to get rid of X," and then take Control Water, which is going to be a 4th level Druid or Wizard spell. Then you can do that.
Because I have oh, that was is a question. It says that I have 3 spell slots and 4 cantrips now.
You have 3 third
I'm looking
levels.
at the cleric. I was very confused.
Yeah, you should have 4 first level, 3 second level, 3 third level.
Yeah, and it says that I should have 9 spells known. Do I need to get rid of 2 spells for my 3rd level, or do I
No.
keep the 2 spells that I just added?
They're on top of.
So you're gonna have 9 known, and then 2 more from your additional magical secrets.
Yep.
Okay.
So you'll have 11 total.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, so think of your spells known as your base class, and then anything else you get is on top of.
All right.
14 if you're counting cantrips.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know 3 cantrips. And then don't you have a feat that gives you 2 more?
Yeah, I picked that feat for
Yeah.
just so I could talk to the turtle that one.
You have
time.
so many. You have so much magic. You're so magical.
Thank you. I've been told.
Okay, guys, should I do a hand crossbow or a light crossbow?
Hand crossbow.
Oh, for your Kensai weapon?
Yeah. Now I have to buy one, but
You guys should have plenty of funds
I
at
think
this
it's
point.
about time I had a ranged weapon. So.
How many of us have a ranged weapon? I have the guacamole.
I have Eldritch Blast.
You have Eldritch Blast that are shaped as guns, but
I have my wings to help me get to people faster.
there we go. Okay.
I can also
I
cast
don't have
fly.
anything ranged.
I got wands and spells.
I got a magical flute.
A pretty badass flute, if you ask me.
Thank you. Do you think I could be like Lizzo and I could?
Yes, I do.
You also get Counter Charm at 6th level. That's a pretty good spell. Or ability.
Is it something that's like a reaction? Because if I'm not good at reactions and realizing
No,
that people are in
is.
It's an
danger.
action to use.
Okay, that's good. Because
Yeah.
if it's anything like cutting words, we're all going to die.
Yeah, it lasts for 1 round. And during that time, you and friendly creatures within 30 feet of you have an advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed.
Huh.
So, speaking of a a pirate seafaring campaign. If you were to come across some sirens that were
Wait,
trying
are
to
those
take people off,
actually? Oh fuck! Oh,
I will
no.
put sirens in this bitch so fast you don't even know. But if they were to if they start singing their song, then you could come in there and start trying to counter their attempts to woo the people aboard the ship.
Yeah, but don't
It'll
I
be
already
like
have
the
a thing
Battle of the
called? Oh,
Band.
I do have counter charm. Never mind. That
That's what
wasn't
I'm-
a spell. I was looking for.
No,
stupid
that's a
spell.
class ability.
Yeah, that was okay. Yeah, I forgot. Okay.
Iskari wants to call Erling up to the deck.
Hi, Captain. Apologies. I needed some time to further investigate this gauntlet to further examine its full properties.
And what have you discovered?
Well, Captain, I have a question for you. How do your people feel about self-mutilation?
That's a
That's a deep question.
She looks up at her horn. She looks at the holes, or she like feels the holes through her lips. They have mixed feelings.
Because this gauntlet can be incredibly powerful, but will require great sacrifice to bear its full strength. This gauntlet can be used, I believe, to replace one's own hand, as there is no opening in the gauntlet, but it can be affixed to one's opened wrist. And with it, you can significantly boost your strength score to about a 19 out of 20 if I were to put it on a 20 scale.
Holy shit. Like automatically just boosted that high?
Indeed. Additionally, you could wield an exceptionally large two-handed weapon in just this gauntlet. And you
Okay.
would also have quite a
Cutting my hand off is sounding
advantageous-
really good right now.
Shut up. Your wings.
Well,
You
having-
cannot do this. Your hands are your wings.
an advantageous grasp onto your weapon, preventing you from being disarmed. But it all depends on how you view the likes of your own hands versus this arcane artifact.
Iskari starts to cut off her hand.
While
She
while
does start- she
I
just takes it
while I ponder on that a bit, did you add up all the gold that we collected and disperse it among the crew?
Well, it has yet to be dispersed entirely, but I can tell you that in total we have approximately. I can't see the number because it's too large, but we have about 3,000 copper, 16,000 silver, 2,000 gold, and 200 platinum.
Wow, we have a lot of money.
That's just what we have as far as coin stores go. We also have quite a large and growing collection of our surplus of inventory supplies.
Okay.
All sorts of ornate weaponry and items
So-
worth quite a pretty.
When we get to Logtown, you're going to take care of selling all of that and making sure everyone gets paid.
Absolutely.
That's good. She like looks at the gauntlet and like she takes it from you and she's just gonna like be staring at it. She's just like, leave this here with me.
Indeed. While you're contemplating holding the weight of the world with a broken hand, Rookie, if you have a moment, there's something I'd like to discuss with
Right. I'll do.
Oh, is it about the doll?
I hope it's not about the doll.
There.
I'll follow you.
Doll count number 1.
Oh, okay.
you. You should know that she sacrificed a great deal to get me in there to assist you all inside of that dungeon. But that is not why I called you over. Not to discuss the doll by any means, but it is. Well. And he's going to kind of reach back and pull out these blue dragon scale gloves that we've picked up. He's going to hand those over to you. He says, I've been doing some work, and while the more fisticuff related fights are a bit out of my own personal realm of expertise, I've noticed that you've particularly excelled in close combat. And so I think you might be able to make use of these once a day. Put them on and take a
I'm
swing at
listening.
me.
Okay. Is a trick like, I mean, are you gonna like try and kill me if I try and kill you? Because you know these fists have
Erling's
recently.
drawing his sword.
Okay, yeah, put them on, and I swing.
What are you handing to her?
Gloves, magical, beautiful blue gloves. They might just be beautiful, but they could look great with my feathers.
So they
I'm not
are
surprised.
just beautiful gloves worth 250 gold that we picked up during one of our travels. But with our Erling's magic infusion, he'll be able to store a spell inside of them once a day.
Yes.
She's gonna have to cast it through him as an action, but for up to 10 minutes, her next 6 hits, or if she is hit by a melee attack or melee spell attack or whatever, she discharges 1d6 lightning damage.
Wow. For 6 hits.
Punches will get a little bit extra, or if she's hit, she deals a little extra.
That's
I'm like
cool.
Thor, the parrot.
Up to 6 times.
Parrot Thor. I'll take it. I'm so excited. Okay, can I hit you with it now? Is that a thing? Is that what you want me to do? I'm gonna do it. Let me do it.
I'm waiting.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it.
All right. Roll
Fuck 'em up.
an unarmed strike.
I'm not gonna do it.
So that's gonna miss.
I was just making sure, you know, you were ready for it. Just, you know, giving you a warning shot first.
See if you flinch.
Yeah. Two for flinching.
That's gonna miss as well.
Okay, let's
You want me to
let's try
inspire you?
let's try the other.
Oh my god.
That's gonna miss as well.
Erling, do you willingly take a hit?
So, Erling does not willingly take a hit. Rookie's gonna have to up her game, and he's swinging back at her with his light hammer of warding.
Oh man, you always hit people really good.
Apparently, I'm great at friendly fire, but you're gonna take 4 points of bludgeoning damage, but also roll me a d6 as the gloves surge with lightning. And I take 5 lightning.
So I did more damage than to you than you did to me.
Yes.
I love it. But I will try to hit you.
Offensive as well as defensive.
All it took was just a little jolt of energy. I just was making sure you were ready for it. Ah!
I hope it can go to good use. But just be sure to keep track of your 6 charges.
Yes, I need to put that into my inventory now correctly.
As
I
long
can
as he
refill
enchants
those
them every day.
charges on a short or long rest.
And that cost you a spell slot to do, right?
Effectively, yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's pretty cool.
Can I
Was
see
there...
the card for the gauntlet?
Oh, yes. Let me link
Gauntlet
that
of
to
the
you.
Eternal Dwarf.
Yeah. Need to put this in. I'm just going to go ahead and put this in everyone's. And... There you go.
Is the bird that delivered the wanted posters still on the ship?
No. He had delivered the posters and left. So typically they fly around early morning and they will fly around ships. And if they get called, then they'll come down and deliver the daily news and wanted posters and then fly off. Otherwise, they fly around for like maybe half an hour. If they don't get called, then they leave to find another ship or settlement.
Okay, so they're like owls.
They're like owls.
Wait. And I asked this last session, but I don't think it was answered. But what do you need to forge or what makes a Marines wanted poster special? What do I need to gather
To try to replicate it?
recreate one? Yeah, what?
She wants to forge one.
You want to
I wanna
forge a
forge
wanted
several.
poster? I'm going to say that it's going to be extremely difficult. It's like trying to forge a US dollar. It's got some kind of... it's
Talking to Hissrod, bro.
yeah, I know. It's got not a watermark, but it's got a piece of film within it that is a counterfeiting measure, anti-counterfeit measure that shows that it's official. But for that matter, if you want to make a wanted poster, you can make a wanted poster.
So the wanted poster that was made on Panala from Arlong, that's not special at all. It's just
a pirate wanted poster. So the image is going to be generic for wanted posters, but for the pirates, it's a very similar process. They printed it out and sent it out to other pirates and other people in the East Blue.
okay, and they probably did it through these birds.
Yeah, they would have distributed them through the birds and through sea carriers, which would be probably fishmen, because they are fishmen themselves, or some form of sea creature that they have under their control that they send out to other hubs that they are distributed from there.
Cool.
So if you want to just make a wanted poster, you can just make one and have it printed and then send it out.
Well, I just wanted to cause general chaos over at Konomi Island. I just wanted to create chaos. I feel Panala would do that, and personally I would too.
Okay. So you want to place a wanted poster on someone on the Konomi Islands?
Yes, it's the rat. I didn't write his name down, but he's a rat that keeps the bounty low, and I want to make it as if Arlong made the bounty on the Marine. So that way, the rat stops lowering the bounty down because he doesn't trust Arlong, hypes it up so he gets more, more attention.
Yeah, you can take the bounty poster that you have, which is a pirate bounty poster, and you can replicate that. That's easy enough for you to do.
And can I make the wanted poster as if Arlong did it, or it's just too generic for...
It's very generic.
Shit.
Yeah, it's a generic wanted poster as far as the pirates are concerned.
Doing it.
But it does say, on the bottom, it says new Fishmen pirates, for the pirate wanted poster, as that's who has, sent out this wanted poster.
Well, then I guess that's what's on the wanted poster. I really want to cause chaos, guys. I'm in that chaotic kind of mind.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that was...
No. You're fine. Nizumi is the Navy guy that's the crooked cop. The rat guy.
All right.
Is there anything anybody else wants to do?
I want to attune to this gauntlet, but I don't want to cut off my hand just yet.
Just
Okay.
Can I also make I'm making a batch of wanted posters, but can I also make just one wanted poster? I just need one. Same thing as the first, but it's instead off of a bounty of the One-Horned Pirates wanted alive. Essentially, it's my wanted poster, but for the entire crew. I just want to copy that down. I have.
Wait, so are you trying to make like a group picture wanted poster?
Do we have a flag or do we have a?
Not yet.
No. Well, I'll just leave that part blank. Just the One-Horned Pirates, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, so everything but the picture. When we have the flag, I'll draw it in, or depending on not if the person wants to. So, can I make one of those wanted posters along with the stack that I'm planning?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a... Do you have a calligraphy set?
No.
What tool,
I was hoping...
what tool proficiencies do you have?
Disguise kit, drum, forgery kit. I'm proficient in a forgery kit.
Roll me an intelligence check and add your proficiency bonus.
Oh no. Oh god.
So 10 plus, I believe 3 is what you guys are at right now?
13.
13. Okay. It's a reasonable facsimile of a wanted poster. It looks
Well,
piratey.
Well, wouldn't my background allow me to to forge it?
Only if you are forging documents for your chosen false identity.
Fuck. Okay. Never
Not
mind.
for copying other people's documents.
Damn. So I can only steal other people's identities. Ugh.
Yeah, so the way I think of that is the false identity thing is that you have practiced a long time forging a separate set of IDs and documents for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So it's like, okay, you've got your one set that is Panala and then your next set that is whatever is your false identity. And you have practiced equally for both. It's like trying to write signature for you and signature for like your husband if you've been married for a long time. It's like trying to falsify someone else's document over many years.
All right.
So trying to do it quickly, that doesn't really fall into that. Now, if you were to do this over time, then I would say yes, you could use that.
Yeah, I
like
mean,
a third identity kind of thing.
Yeah, I would think like she'd be doing it over the course when we're trying to get to Logtown.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Rookie, set
Oh,
course for
sorry.
Logtown.
Let's see. You are 432 miles away from Logtown. Which is going to take you 6 days to get there.
Do we have enough supplies
Perfect.
for that?
Yep, because Zeph hooked us up.
Yeah, you have enough supplies to get to Logtown. You'll probably have to resupply at Logtown before you go to the Grand Line.
That's perfect!
Hold on. I thought Jeremy was busy. He's playing Skyrim right now. That fucker.
Well, that is busy. I mean, we don't know what he's doing. He's probably bringing peace.
I'm sorry,
to Skyrim or
Jeremy. I tried.
You some bitch. You ain't busy. Yeah, so you guys have roughly a week, barring any unforeseen circumstances on the East Blue. Is there anything anyone wants to accomplish in this respite in between islands?
Does attuning to the gauntlet do anything?
Attuning to the gauntlet does not gain you any benefits. It's very similar to other magic items that you would know about, that you would, if it's a wearable item, you have to wear the item to gain the benefits of it. You can't have it sitting in your pack and gain the benefits of it. I think, Erling, we did some knowledge on the coins you received from inside that dungeon previously, right?
From the very old Dwarven style coins?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And you got the 5 different types, I believe we discussed.
Yes.
Okay.
The platinum, electrum, gold, copper, and silver.
And copper. Yep. Cool.
Shield, smoke swirl, square, gear, and triangle.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So, is there any housekeeping that we need to do? Every day there will be a, on the sea, you know that there will be a news coup to pass by, looking if you need to send mail or any of that such, bringing the daily newspaper, which you can pay for a paltry sum of 15 copper.
And assuming that the union's not on strike.
And assuming the union's not on strike. So if there's... So if you need to send anything out or get the Daily Mail, it's there over the next couple of days. If there's anything else you guys want to do, any crafting that you guys want to do, we can hammer that out.
Erlen will spend some of the downtime crafting up some spell scrolls.
Okay. That's easy enough for you to do. You have the means and the money to do so.
Yes, sir.
I'll spend time bonding with Cooper, the other parrot on board.
Oh, that's right, Cooper.
Oh,
My mini-me? I'm going to train him to be mini-me. We'll do evil things together.
Dirty book.
Oh, I still have my book!
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry
Me
about
and
it.
Cooper will take care of it.
Unfortunately, Penala is in the room next door to Rookie. So she hears all the parrots' words.
Can I
Oh my
get
God.
that book back? That was the only thing getting her into underground fortresses.
Talk
I
amongst
have
yourself.
lightning fish you're going to have to get through.
Fuck you. I have determination, which is not a lot, but damn it, I'm gonna try.
Does this mean we're not friends anymore?
No, I just want my damn book back. It has poetry in it. I read it for the articles.
Right.
The art, I'm sure.
Aha. Aha.
The art as well as the ickles.
Hey, look. I'm with the College of Lore, not the College of Horror. I've been waiting to interject. I read it for the damn articles. Thank you, Erling. I've seen you look at it occasionally, glancing.
Dirty pirates.
No, but seriously, can I get that book back?
What book? I don't remember you gave me a book.
Rookie, look, I know I lie a lot, but I can tell when another person is fucking lying, and I want that book back.
I think we may have dropped it on our way back to the ship.
Bullshit. The time that you drop that book and you lose it is the day when you, I don't know, decide to become a fucking cat and decide that you'll go into a cave on your own free will. Where the fuck is that book?
And drink vampire blood.
Yeah, and drink vampire blood.
I was waiting for that.
Didn't you say she could have it for like a full week if she went through that teleportation thing.
Damn, you're right.
Wrong
Wow.
a week.
Fine, but I want that book back. I want
By
it
the time
clean.
we make port in Logtown, she will happily return it to you.
Right,
Isn't that
clean.
right, Rook?
I'm not sure about happily, but I suppose I can return your book for you.
Great, and I want to make sure that it's clean, rookie. Like, no pages stuck together. I don't want any of that weird shit. I don't know what you do with it, but I'm probably going to hear it. Just keep the damn book clean.
I am just reading it for the articles.
So
Poor Rookie is a pervert.
you chose this fate. So over the
Always
next,
happen-
go ahead. So over the next couple of days, there is relatively fair weather on the ocean. The sea breeze is in your favor, and you have a good strong wind at your back. Iskari the parrot wants to talk to the parrot, so she is indisposed at the moment. Iskari, over the next couple of days, as you kind of focus on this gauntlet in your quarters, just checking out its intricacies and trying to figure out what it's about, you hear some things in your mind. Why am I here? Who am I? What did they do to me? I am a monster. I didn't deserve this life. Where are my friends? Why am I all alone? This can't be. This isn't my body. And you hear repetition of these phrases going through your head. And you also hear words that you have read, or Penala has read, throughout the dungeon. Did we succeed? Did we stop the invasion? I have found a name written near where I awoke. Is my name in Ebsrud or Angok? More. I need more. More of everything. Maybe that will do it. You hear panic. You hear
Iskari will
sorrow.
respond and she'll say, "What invasion?"
There was
Hello.
elementals everywhere. There was people casting magics. It looked like devil fruits I've never seen. They come to take our city. I have to protect it.
Is your city in the East Blue?
It was the center of the world. I don't... Why is this red wall showing up? It's sprouting from the middle of the ocean. The water's gonna overrun us. Must get my people to safety.
What did you do then?
I killed as many as I could to stave off their foul sorcery. They came for us, for our knowledge. They wanted a new world
What?
and their power so they could rule it.
And what happened next?
I found myself drowning beneath the ocean, but I could not die. I swam to the surface, only to find sparse islands throughout the land. I swam to the nearest shore, and once I got out of the water, I turned around. There was a massive red wall as far as my eye could see. I saw ships far on the horizon, listening with the aftermath of the walls rising from the ocean. I tried finding any of my friends. I could not find anyone. I thought that they died. I fashioned a raft and sailed over to the nearest boat. They brought me on board. They tried to imprison me for something I didn't do, something I knew. I don't remember. But I killed them all and I took their boat. I sailed around looking for information of what happened. The only information I found was the celestial dragons had taken power. I wouldn't have it. They took everything from me.
Then what did you do?
I sailed what blues I could in order to find my lost friends. I found some, but they did not recognize me. I was different. Become a monster. They ran from me. In my sorrow, I took my vengeance out on everyone I could. Gathered what I could. Looking for a way to die. Nothing stopped it. Nothing could. No one could. No one could end me.
And now you live in a gauntlet?
Part of me does when I cast it aside. I have reincarnated many times, many forms, and every time a different shape. Sometimes with limbs less than others. I cast off the gauntlet when I no longer needed it. When I've reached my current form, I've not been able to die. I've nothing I've tried. I've jumped from the clouds above to the land below, sinking 30 meters into the surface, and I still haven't died.
What's your name?
I think it's Rangok. But those around me, they call me Kaido of the Beast Pirates. They are foolish people, but they are amassing an army. I am amassing an army in an attempt to kill myself. Unfortunately, they're not strong enough yet.
So this gauntlet is yours?
It It was mine many years ago, when I was not whole.
Are you talking to me in real time right now? Like, where are you?
I'm in the new world, beyond the Grand Line. I'm looking for Raftel, the island beyond all islands. They're said to be weapons of unimaginable power. Hopefully one of them can end me.
Do you need help with that?
If you are strong enough to defeat me, I will welcome it with open arms. But know if you're not strong enough, I will wipe you from the face of the earth.
How do I use this gauntlet? Do I have to cut my hand off?
I used it when I did not have my full hand. I suspect someone else would have to have the same disability. Unfortunately, that's what I was given from an ill sorcerer.
Do the fingers work?
When it grafts to your own skin, it will give you full function of the hand. Fingers and all.
Am I gonna have to listen to your sad stories all the time?
Only if you ask for it. Information, knowledge, guidance. Or when you're doing something incredibly stupid, I'll let you know. Seems to be telling the truth.
She says, oh, I have one more question for you then. What do you know about somebody named Eustace Kidd?
He's a punk pirate that is currently being held in my cells. I hired him. I incorporated his crew into mine. But he thought he was stronger than me. So I put him in a cell, and he's currently rotting on my island.
Good to know.
He's a foolish kid, but his devil fruit is quite strong. Not strong enough to kill me, though.
Well, I guess I'll have to help you find Raftel then.
I would like that. Search for the red poneglyphs. They'll tell you the road to the final city, the final island. I have one on mine. The other three, I do not know where they are.
And that's where the One Piece is, right?
That's what Roger left us. That was his map. I believe that's where it's at.
Well, you're in luck. That's where I'm going.
Wonderful. Hopefully I can finally rest.
I have to go.
Call again soon.
You're creepy.
And the voice just tapers off in the distance.
Erling!
I'm busy. These scrolls aren't going to scribe themselves.
Look, you're the only one that I know that talks to my brain, so come and make sense of what just happened.
If you're in need of some sort of psychiatrist or therapist, I would recommend speaking with Ruki about such things. Perhaps she can listen to you babbling on about what sort.
No, I'm
The
actually
dungeon
I'm
depths
actually
with that.
talking about talking to my mind. You know, like
Alright.
when you can make your voice appear in my mind without your lips moving.
Boom, and he's gonna do so. How do you mean?
Like
What sorts of
this.
insights are you in need of, Cap?
She just like narrows her eyes at you and like gives you a shove. And then she says, that gauntlet that you gave me, a voice started talking to my mind from it.
A voice like this? Like in your mind? Or
Yes,
the
like
gauntlet
like
was
this, in my
speaking?
mind.
That's curious.
I thought so. An entity that called himself Kaido.
I can't say that the name rings any bells for me, but
Didn't you say that you're, didn't we hear something about Kaido and your Eustace kid? He said he
oh,
had
the
kid
Beast
in his
Pirates.
cells. Yes, the Beast Pirates.
So I thought you meant the gauntlet was referring to itself as Kaito.
Wait, there was a god referring to itself as Kaido?
The gauntlet. You
Oh, the
said that
gauntlet.
its
Yes, the
name
voice
was
I heard from
Kaito.
the gauntlet, but it also said it was Kaido. That like the war, like the Emperor of the Sea that we heard about. And it seemed like I was having a conversation with Kaido through the gauntlet, like I did with the Admiral through the snail phone. Only this one was in my mind.
Sounds most strange for an artifact within a dungeon since the Void Century.
Well, he said he can't die.
That
And I
makes
think
a
he
bit
told
more
me
sense.
about the creation of the Red Line. Hey, what do you know about? And she points over at that massive red wall off in the distance.
Well, above average, but only slightly.
Do you know like what made it?
Let me tell you when the god of this realm returns
Oh,
to my
he's
mind.
he's not back yet. Okay. Well, how are you doing with splitting up the gold and everything? How do you know how we're going to divide it and what you're going to keep to pay people with and et cetera, et cetera?
More or less, I can provide coin for any of your needs or any of the crew's needs for any supplies or surpluses once we make sure. And after we sell our inventories, if we can get full price for them, we will be quite well on our way.
Perfect. Let me know if you need any help with selling things. I could be quite
Intimidating.
Also, Erling's history check was to see what he knows about the Red Line and its creation.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that with advantage based on what was told to Ascari.
Got a 25.
Through your dark research that you've done on mysterious things, you have found that The red line wasn't always there. It wasn't always a part of the world. The world used to be one continuous ocean, or rather, it used to be less oceans and more like our world, right? You had 7 continents with a couple of oceans in between. Once the red line had lifted from the ocean's floor by some unknown means, it separated the world into 2 halves. And in lifting this red line, which encircles the entire globe, which is a like 100 or 200-foot cliff, maybe even more, completely around the world, once it lifted up, it made the calm belts, which separated the 4 seas, 2 seas on each half, and then the Grand Line in the New World, which is beyond that. So it was not always there.
I would imagine some sort of supernatural force was used, or something of unimaginable power to bring it about. But I know it wasn't always there. There are writings of ancient times where the seas were unified and the world was one.
So,
But I don't think this Kaito to be from such a time.
it sounds
before
like
the
he
Red Line.
was. He said something about fighting celestial dragon. What are those?
The noble families, the celestial dragons, the world government, I believe. The world nobles.
Yeah, apparently he's been fighting them forever. Anyways, he wants to try to find Raftel and the One Piece so that he could find a weapon to kill himself with. And so I said, sure, we'll help.
This Raftel is a person or a place?
It's an island, I guess. He said to find the poneglyphs, red poneglyphs.
Mm-hmm. Which, with Erling's knowledge and yours together, you would know that what you found in Gold Island in Wunan's storeroom, that one that had the Kunari writing on it, was a poneglyph. It was a blue poneglyph. A source of ancient knowledge that is nigh undestructible. And the red ones apparently are a road to the island beyond islands.
And he said that he has one.
He has a red one, yes.
I don't suppose he offered up the information on his red poneglyph.
Well, it doesn't matter unless we have the other 3.
Has he any idea where to find these 3?
Oh, I didn't ask. You want me to see if I can call him back?
Only in so much as if it would mean altering our current route, or if we're continuing towards the red line.
Yeah, well, I mean, right now we just need to go to Logtown and get ready to go to the Grand Line, because he's all the way in the New World.
Like the other side of the red line, or further still?
So it's the other side of the Grand Line. So this side is Paradise, the world.
Correct. So, as far as you guys understand, there are the seas here And then beyond the red line, past Reverse Mountain, is the Grand Line. And then you have to travel the full length of the Grand Line and pass part of the other side of the red line in order to get to the New World.
So basically, we're gonna go up Reverse Mountain. We're gonna come down into Paradise. We gotta go sail all the way across Paradise, then go underneath the Grand Line to get to the New World. Now, Nick knows that. Ascari doesn't.
You've heard rumors.
We should probably look into possibly acquiring a stronger ship or some modifications while in Logtown as well, if their wood supplies are as esteemed as rumor has it.
Yes. I was thinking we should probably try to find somebody who's like a shipwright or somebody to be part of the crew.
Sounds like a good plan.
All right, carry on, Erling.
Very well, Captain.
So, that was an eventful day. Like I said, yeah, you make it to Logtown Island within a week. Is there anything else anybody wants to do in the meantime?
If we happen to stop anywhere, we'd like to buy a crossbow, but I guess it'll probably be on the way.
You'd probably have to wait until Logtown.
Did we see any of those birds? The seagulls?
They fly around every day, about mid-morning.
They're like the Harry Potter owls at Hogwarts.
Yeah.
Yep. Deliver
Did we
news
see
and
any-
mail every day.
Because I just want to get a paper, see what's going on, want to hear some rumors. I want to be top of.
Okay. You pay the 15 copper to the news coup, and it drops a newspaper in front of you, and it says, "The son of Gold Roger has been captured, and he is set for execution in a month's time." And this is like the highlighting news article, front page. And it shows a picture of a beaten man with a tattoo on his arm that's got a skull and crossbones that has a very large white beard across the nose of the skull. And he has red beads, large like monk beads, across his chest. And he's got shaggy black hair that hangs over his face, and his face is kind of bruised and covered in blood. And he seems to be sitting on his knees with his arms behind his back.
Does it say where he's being executed?
He's being executed at the Marine headquarters.
Oh, well, sucks to be him, I guess.
That is the news of the day.
How do I send mail? I just want to send these wanted posters. It's pretty hot off the presses, so.
So it
Who's the
hands
union
you
rep I
up
have to
like
talk
a
to?
like a pamphlet, and it says you have to write to a specific person. Let me just one second to get the name. So you have to write to a person, and this person basically owns the media network. And they determine whether or not they're going to just like accept the contract or not.
Are they would that person be a part of the Marines, or are they just like a neutral third party?
Neutral third party.
No, I'll totally do it.
Okay.
Instead of being myself, can I fake a signature, fake a name? Kind of. Ooh, can I fake full body signature on the letter that I have to send?
To full body?
No. I'm sending it to the third neutral party, but I don't want to sign Panala's name. I want to sign full body's name to make his life even worse.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, you can. You haven't seen anything signed by him, but you can.
I thought I did because he wrote that note saying that we have free passage to the.
Oh, that's right. He did sign that. Yeah, you do have a signed letter. Yeah, you can use that.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you want to say?
Hello. I wish to use your birds to distribute these pamphlets for a man who has betrayed me for the last time. See enclosed 10 gold pieces to sway your opinion. Thank you.
Okay.
Captain Full Body of the Marines.
All right. So you sign this letter and you send it to, I guess, the news carriers and the news corporation. And after 4 days, you get a reply. I understand your plight, Captain Fullbody, but who is this person that you wish wanted?
I should have been more specific. Yeah, in response to your previous letter, it is Captain, or Nizumi, whatever his rank is. Correct rank.
Captain.
He has exuberant gambling debts. He has brought shame upon the Marines. Frankly, I just want him dealt with by pirates and not sully the great name of the Marines.
You send that back, and on the sixth day, you get a reply back. Understood. A unsanctioned wanted poster will be issued for the Marine Captain Nizumi. Located in the East Blue, courtesy of the News Crew Corporation.
Wait, do they distribute my wanted posters?
They have an image of this person because he is part of the Navy. So they use this image and send it out.
Well, alright. I'm fine with that. Great.
Anything else? All right. So after the 6th day, you arrive at Logtown. You see this bustling metropolis of a city that takes up nearly the entire island, packed full with buildings, 4 stories tall, 3 stories tall, 2 stories, and just packing the entire island. And you can see it from the distance, and you see that there is a port anywhere around the island that you can park. You would know that this is the last island before you reach Reverse Mountain. And you also know that there is a Navy presence on this island. The Navy likes to control what goes up Reverse Mountain, and I need everyone to make me an insight check, please.
19.
14.
All right.
Twins.
So Rookie, Panala, and Iskari, you would know that the captain of this branch of the Marines is Captain Smoker. He's a devil fruit user, and he is extremely vigilant and aggressive against pirates. And since he has been put in charge, very, very, very few pirates have been able to make it past Logtown to Reverse Mountain in their attempt to make it to the Grand Line. But this is the last island for resupply before you go to Reverse Mountain.
Huh. Should we disguise ourselves, or that probably wouldn't help us?
Well,
no,
you
I
guys,
think that's right. Iskari throws on a cloak and says, "Yep, just disguise yourself."
you guys aren't raising a pirate flag or anything
Easy
like
for you
that
to
yet.
say.
She is the Gra.
I mean, I could probably do something to your feathers or something. Maybe put another cloak on. I think. I don't know what to do. How can you?
How do you disguise a 6-foot bird?
Well, okay, I have an idea. If anyone says that you look like Rookie, just say, "Are you being racist against our cockers? We don't look the same. My name is Cookie."
Probably want to crack it.
Why not Squawk?
Ah,
Just squawk at him. Ah!
ah. I think for Penala's disguise, she's just going to put it up in like a man bunnish type and put on a mustache and goatee combo.
Okay.
I think that looks pretty cool.
All right. So we got some cloaks. We got some people.
Iskari will take off her hat
Okay.
and she'll put on a cloak.
Suitable disguise. So you find a less reputable dock, something that doesn't seem to have Navy ships about, or too much too many well-off ships. And you go and dock, and a seedy, sniveling little creep of a man shows up, the dockmaster. Hello, welcome to Logtown. I need your name to register your boat, as well as payment for dock fees.
Who's he talking to?
Whoever's the first off the ship,
Oh, that would be Iskari. Well,
then it'd be Iskari.
she'll say, hello. My name is what was the first name that Kaido gave her?
Inebsrud?
That's what she's gonna say. My name is Inepsarud.
Okay. Okay,
much?
in Epsroad, it's going to be 50 gold to dock the boat. For no questions asked, of course.
She turns to Erling and says, "Pay the man," and then walks past him.
Okay.
Who Erling says he'll be right back. So he'll do that when he gets back.
Yeah, or Erling will pay the person.
And then she tells Forex to watch the boat.
4X and the rest of the crew furl the sails and get everything ready for docking. 4X is in charge. Everyone listens to the giant turtle. So you step off the boat and you see that there are, further down the dock, you see that there is a wharf, and you see that there are crates being moved left and right. You see cranes lifting cargo onto ships via giant nets. And you see a smattering of different people. You see some fishmen, you see humans of varying shapes and sizes. But you also recognize some other pirates that have moored at this port.
How do we recognize them? Like, what does their flag look like?
It looks like a moon with a set of bones going through the moon.
Friends of yours?
I don't remember that off the top of my head. Can
Me
I
neither. Let's get going.
check?
Gaskari starts walking into town.
Right, follow captain.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, we're not going to question it. We're just, I mean, fine. Okay,
I mean,
whatever.
can I do a check to see how I would recognize those pirates?
Certainly.
Can I also do a check if
Or
possible?
what?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can both do a history check.
That's my lowest skill.
16?
You're a bard, you're alright. Alright.
No.
Rookie, you recognize these as a relatively more they're a little bit higher in their notoriety. They have a little more notoriety around the East Blue here. Though not as much as you as far as your overall bounties. Ryan, can you deduct 50 gold from the party's
What? Are you insane?
dock fees,
You
my
talk
man?
to the man. Gaskari just told you to pay him and then walk past him.
Alright,
So
no problem.
if you want to argue with them, you can.
Yeah, so you know the Moon Pirates are... They're a relatively known band of pirates. But you don't think they're as strong as you. As far as your bounties are concerned.
Huh.
Right, baby pirates.
But you do
And
see
then
that
I'll
this
keep
is...
following Iskari because she's
Okay.
still walking.
So what do you want to search for first on Logtown? There
wanna
is
find a
anything
new sword.
imaginable. A new sword. All right.
And I'll go with her because I plan on getting a crossbow.
Okay.
Yeah, looking for like a market to offload some of our items.
Alrighty. All
I'll
right.
head with Erling because we need to adhere to the buddies.
So
Mostly got nothing better to do.
you head to the mercantile district, and Iskari and Rookie, you see that there is an arms shop. It has a nice sign that has a couple of clashing swords and a cannon above the sign at the top. And it doesn't have a name, but it does have the indications of a weaponry shop. It's got simple kind of saloon style doors. It's got a disgusting yellow paint job going around the outside of this building, and in the windows they show a stack of swords on a stand with varying price tags upon those swords. So this is definitely a shop for weapons if you're looking for it.
Perfect. If Sakari doesn't need to read a sign, she walks right in.
Because she can't read common. But she knows symbols. So you walk in, you hear a bell ring, ding, 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 and you see this kind of snivelly man. He looks like he's got a large nose, very prominent eyebrows. He's definitely losing a little bit off the top of his head. Of his hair, so he's got this kind of almost like a Nicolas Cage thing going on. Very high widow peaks. And he comes up and he's like, "Oh, hello. Are you looking to buy some merchandise? We have the finest swords in all of Logtown."
Good. I'm looking for a sword.
"Ah, yes. You look like you are quite strong. What can I interest you in? Are you looking for the shorter variety, or are you looking for something a little more unique?"
I'm looking for something like this. And she pulls out her greatsword and puts it on his counter.
Oh, yes, a great sword. Okay. Well, we have a few things that might work.
Her
for
sword's
that.
all chipped and busted up and used.
It's seen some war. It's got a little blood left on it somewhere. A chunk of flesh, undead flesh.
Oh, sorry.
Right. Well, I can do something with that. I have this wonderful sword here. It's called the Yuba Siri. It is an excellent sword made from the country of Wano. The samurais know the best swordsmanship and metallurgy in the known oceans. Well, it's a little bit pricey, but I can part with it for 20,000 gold.
Sorry.
That seems like an awful lot. I unfortunately do not have that kind of money. Do you have anything that's a little cheaper?
And you see that he visibly deflates. Well, if you can't afford the best, then there's a discount barrel over there. You might find something that's more your speed.
Perfect.
And you look over and there's a couple of barrels of swords, varying sizes. There's a small barrel for short swords, there's a smaller barrel for daggers, and then there's a large barrel for large blades. And it has a sign above it.
A large blade barrel.
You go to that and you see that there are about 30 blades in this barrel, just kind of scattered around. Some of them definitely look worn and weathered, similar to your sword. And there are some within there that are maybe look a little bit nicer. They have scabbards. Go ahead and make me a investigation check.
Yeah. Can we do perception? Because she's just looking for the nicest swords.
It's
Not
kinda-
anything in particular.
You know what? Make me a charisma investigation check.
13.
Okay. Plus your proficiency is
Oh,
3,
then it
so
would be
16. As you're kind of filtering through the swords, one of them kind of almost sticks to your hand. It feels like there's a gravity to this sword. It is a pure black scabbard. As you're kind of looking into the barrel, it has a pure black scabbard with 3 silver bands going up it with diamonds on the scabbard. The handguard is kind of a Maltese cross, and it has looks like a ray skin handle that is wrapped in a silken cord, and it has a silver butt cap on the handle. It looks very elegant to be in the bargain bin.
Yeah, she'll pick it up.
Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 20.
As you grab this sword, you feel that there is a presence about it. Similar
Everyone in
to
this crew is haunted.
the presence you feel when you're in the heat of battle. The thirst for defeating your foes. There's a heft to it, and it's a nice heft. It's a dense blade, and you pull open the sheath just a little bit, and you see that there is a very jagged pattern across the blade. The blade is smooth, but the pattern on the blade is aggressive, almost angry. But it feels nice in your hand.
She'll fully draw it out.
You fully draw it out, and this blade sheens on the edge. And it hasn't ever, as you look into it, you turn it to the side, flat facing your eyes. You see yourself in the reflection. And then your eyes turn red for a briefest of moments. And then it kind of fades into the sword, the redness. And kind of dulls out as a flash as you look at it.
She points at the and she says, "Rookie, how much are the swords in this barrel?"
I forgot you can't read.
Is there a sign?
It says overpriced swords.
It's overpriced swords. Yeah. You see that this barrel is for 1,500 gold.
1,500.
I need Erling.
Oh yeah.
I would say for this, everyone's kind of together at the moment.
All right.
So the other two, Penala and Erling, you're there. This is the shopping district,
They're
and
just outside. They were smoking outside.
they were smoking outside, and Iskari doesn't carry a coin, so she kind of needs a purse.
She has these 3 sacks of coins on her of gold, silver, and copper, but she has no idea what to do with them.
Right.
She's learning.
There you go.
Not to read.
No,
Find
but she's
anything
learning
to your
the ways
fancy.
of your people.
That's okay.
Anything you like?
Yeah, I want to buy this. So she like holds the sword up in front of you.
Erling, make me a... Oh, what would this be? Just make me a wisdom check with proficiency. So 13.
13.
As someone who is tied to the spiritual realm, you feel that there is a sense, there's like an ominous presence with this sword. Not necessarily harmful or benign. It just seems like it's wafting, like from your eyes. Not anybody else can see, but from your eyes, you see that it's wafting almost a purplish red, on the higher end, like a violet smoke, just kind of wafting off the blade as she holds it out.
You're sure none of the others are catching your fancy?
No, this
I mean,
is the
this
one I
one
want.
here looks to be of particularly sturdy craftsmanship. And look at the pommel on this one. It could match your eyes.
She like grabs Erling by the shoulder and like pulls him close and says, "This is the one I want." And she like puts it like right in your face.
Very well. Rookie, anything for you?
Are there crossbows here? 'Cause that's what I'm looking for. Looking around.
Yes, there are plenty of crossbows here. We have large ones. We have ones that mount on ships. We also have these nice, finely crafted from the giants of Elbaf. We have ones crafted by the elves of the forest of some island that I can't think of at the moment. But they are fine craftsmanship nonetheless. You would say they might be of masterwork quality.
Your masterwork quality seems to have a hefty price on it. What are we looking at, price-wise? For a hand crossbow.
For a hand crossbow, are you looking for something of giant make or of elven make?
I would be willing to look at both.
Well, for the giant make, unfortunately, don't take this the wrong way, but I don't think that you have the arm strength in order to cock this particular hand crossbow. But that one will be running you roughly 500 gold pieces as the masterwork crossbow from the elves. And the unknown forest is what I'm going to call it from now on. Is that's 1,200 gold pieces.
But I won't be able to use the one from the giant, so therefore I'm forced to buy a more expensive one. Is that what you're saying?
You could use the giant one, but I don't think it'll be as effective as the elven one for your slender stature.
What benefits does the elven make have to it?
This elven hand crossbow is unique in its properties. It has a keen accuracy. It allows you to hit the softest spots of your opponents. Should you choose to inflict such pain. Mechanically, it crits on a 19 to 20.
Ooh.
I mean, I do like to hit their soft spots, so. That looks like something I would be interested in. But, I mean, you said 15?
1,200 gold pieces for the elven make.
Maybe we could do 1150.
For your beautiful plumage, I could do 1175.
But surely you also work in the realms of trade? I don't think your particular skills lend you to have crafted all of these magnificent weapons. Perhaps we have something that would pique your interest as well. Nerling's going to hold up a platinum dagger that we recovered in the last dungeon.
Oh, I am not opposed to trade. That is reasonable quality. He kind of squinches his eyes, trying to appear to be less excited than he is.
Right, just kind of holding up this platinum dagger. If my research runs true, then I believe this dagger is made to be from about the time of the Void Century, some many years ago. And it could certainly fetch you quite a pretty penny on
Oh.
resale alone.
Please bring it here. Let me inspect it closely.
I'm going to plonk it onto the front counter.
He
beside-
pulls out a nice large jeweler's loop and looks at it. Ah, yes, it does have. It has engravings from around that supposed era, but those could be forged. He kind of looks at you, looks back down. Yes, I could give you 250 gold for this. And as he looks up and pulls his jeweler's loop down, he sees Iskari holding this sword. And he quickly runs around the counter and comes up to you and puts the sword back in its sheath.
Hey!
You don't want this sword. It's
Yes, I
cursed.
do.
It's cursed. I can't sell you
What do you
this
mean
sword.
cursed?
It'll pass its curse on to me.
Erling, what is this lunatic talking about?
Well, why don't you ask the gentleman? What is this curse you're speaking about?
Every owner that has had this sword has fallen to a terrible fate. Died, maimed, eviscerated, and eventually it made its way to my shop, and I dare not get rid of it.
Sounds to me like all the more reason not to keep it around.
But if it leaves the shop, the curse will be sent on me, for I am its owner.
Then why did you stick it in the
What
bucket?
kind of a curse does it? What do you mean? It'll cut off my arm?
Possibly. It's been told that this particular sword, it has slain giants clean through, even an island giant. But the user then fell quickly to its own blade when there was no one else to cut.
So are you saying you're refusing to sell us this sword? Do I understand that right?
If you have some way of proving that you can handle its
This guy will
obscene
say,
power.
pass it over. Let's test this curse.
Gingerly hands it to you.
She's gonna remove it from the sheath. She's gonna take the sword and she's just gonna toss it in the air and she's gonna hold her arm out.
You've seen the
Oh,
show.
God.
You've seen the show.
Well, also, if it cuts her arm off, I've got a backup plan. So, if you want to roll some dice for this, we can.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What the hell?
I'm gonna say this is gonna be a luck roll. Roll me a D100.
Cool, left arm.
D100.
Wait, which side is this gauntlet, actually?
It's amorphous.
Is that a right-handed?
It's amorphous. It's amorphous. It's a magic item. It will mold to whatever hand it's attached to.
Anyways. So what am I rolling?
D100.
Oh my
45.
As the blade flips in the air, it comes down and curves around your arm, but it flips on it's flipping toe to heel, toe to heel, toe to heel. And the blade comes towards your arm with the spine facing your arm, and it goes to go around your arm, but it flips blade side down right onto your arm.
Oh fuck.
Man, I should have used these dice in Arizona. Holy shit. That's you take 40 points of damage.
I'm still up.
I need you... How much HP do you normally have?
53.
Alright. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
That's
It severs your arm.
Oh my god.
That's mass damage rules more than half your hit points in a single blow. It cuts your arm clean off. And it slides
like
deep
right
into
there
the
at
floor.
just like
Yeah.
right there at the forearm.
Just below the wrist. About an inch or two.
Yeah.
And it dives deep into the floor, leaving only about an inch of the blade. See, it's cursed! That foul thing. I can't let it leave.
Iskari,
Scars. I think
Dude,
that's
Iskari like falls to her knees on the floor and like she's like screams really like loudly, and then she is going to use her. This is essentially where her lay on hands ability becomes usable.
Is this your first level of Paladin?
Yeah. And this traumatic experience, she's going to like scream and just like through sheer force of will stop the bleeding, and then she's gonna stand up and she's gonna like pick the sword up out of the floor, and then she's just gonna stand there with just like the one hand and just gonna say, "I'll take it."
Iskari, do you need a hand? Do you need to heal? Like, what the fuck
I've
just
got
happened?
one back on the boat.
This guy
There you
is...
have it. It seems as though the curse has been passed on.
This guy is visibly shaking. He is turning white. You just cut off your own hand. You can-
With one of your weapons, no less. So, unless you're willing to trade this item now, I'm certain that these Marines would be happy to hear about a situation where a weapons salesman is going around cutting off the limbs.
I have
of those
security cameras.
inquiring about cursed weapons.
I have security cameras. They saw the whole
Does
thing.
he have to? Can I insight check that? I don't
Yeah,
believe
go for it.
him.
Go for it. Insight. He's telling the truth.
Oh fuck!
You cut off your own arm, but take it and take the crossbow and get out of my room. Get out of my shop.
Oh, I was actually going to ask for some
Bullets are
bullets,
free,
but
let's go.
or whatever.
How many bullets do you need?
How about 50?
He puts a pail of bullets on the counter. Take it. Go. Take this foul thing out of my shop.
Iskari leans over to Erling and says, "I'm going to need another slightly smaller sword." So either a short sword, a scimitar, or something like that. Some light weapon that can be used to...
Early's
Okay.
gonna reach into one of these other buckets full of weapons and pull out A short sword? Scimitar?
Roll a d20.
Find me a good one.
You say a D5?
20.
About a 13. Lucky number 13.
That's a good one. Look,
Yeah.
we're
Considering we're dealing with curses, that's a good number. Yes, you find just using your innate spiritual abilities, you hone in on something that feels cold and dark. Not in the sense of a curse, but you pick it up, and it's an elegantly made, elven designed scimitar that, when you pull it out, seems to glow ever so faintly with a pale white glow. And that is a moon-touched scimitar. As someone from the crafting business would know about.
And how much for this one?
Considering that you already lost your hand, just take it. Take it and go. Leave now. And he's trying to usher you out.
What?
Pisrod,
Yeah.
will you give me a hand? And she's gonna use the stump of her hand to like point down at her actual hand that's laying on the ground.
Oh yeah, no, okay. Visibly
And then
trying not to
she's
get...
gonna give you like that uncomfortable laugh that she's been practicing.
So creepy.
How did Ascari laugh? I didn't hear you.
Hee hee hee. Ha ha ha.
I guess I'll use a stray piece of cloth to pick it up, visibly gagging, but I'll pick it up.
Thank you.
Do you need me to heal you? Yeah.
She turns and she walks out with her sword in hand.
That's not an answer. You just lost a hand. You're losing blood.
No, she's not. She healed herself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Okay. Well, thanks. We'll come back soon. Hopefully, we won't lose another hand or a leg. Have a nice day.
Goodbye.
So he's
Jesus
basically just kicking us out, not charging us for these things?
Yeah.
All right.
Sweet.
Earl's leaving the platinum dagger then. That sounds like a fair trade to me.
And you see him as soon as you all leave. He goes, closes the door, audibly locks it, and throws down the shades. And Erling, with your enhanced Wendigo senses, you kind of get a whiff of some form of incense, like a lavender and rose petals, as it seems like he's trying to ward the shop of evil spirits, considering an evil spirit just walked into their shop. He is trying to do everything in his power to cleanse his shop from this foul monstrosity that just left. Rid himself of the curse.
Iscari, that was fucking hardcore. Were you planning on chopping off your hand, or was that just a spur of the moment thing?
Well, I
Tell me
figured if
about
my
it.
hand got lost, I could always use the gauntlet that we found.
That we found on the island?
Hmm.
Oh.
And I really wanted the sword.
So if the blade had missed your arm, you were still going to buy it?
At least if he would have let us buy it.
Curious.
Look at it. It's awesome.
It is very shiny. Please don't throw it towards my lips.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry. story. We use it against our enemies to defend our ship.
Let's see
In
if
the
I can
meantime,
pull an image for you.
and she's just gonna kind of like pull her sleeve like kind of down over her arm so everyone stops looking at it. What does everyone else need to do?
Yeah. What do you guys need to do?
Well, Iskari, if you won't be having any further need of it, I could see use of your previous blade.
Here. She like hands it over as she like straps the new sword to her back.
Not to be creepy or anything, but do you want your hand back?
Sure. She like
I'll
opens her
keep it.
bag. She like just like opens her bag so you can like put it in there.
Oh.
So, with that done, what else are you guys looking for?
Health potions. And
Okay.
a medicine kit. Or healing, whatever.
Yeah. Some
Looking
like
for,
general
an
goods.
Open market. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of just random items to sell. So I would assume looking for wherever, like nearby the ports, where
Mhm.
markets, shops are just kind of set up in a kind of mishmash of whatever.
Yeah, you kind of like ask around, get directions, find a kiosk, and they point you to an alleyway, kind of an alleyway, a thoroughfare, towards the rest of the market district, which it's more of like open stalls, and you see people are hawking fruits and vegetables and fish. You also see general goods, adventure gear. You see stalls with many different objects. So you can find you think that this place has everything you need. This marketplace has everything you need, minus some boutique items for going on to the next leg of the journey, as they get a lot of traffic for people wanting to go to the Grand Line. So what are you guys looking for in particular?
Iskari's gonna go looking for a shipwright.
Okay.
I need a healer's kit, some more potions of healing, and maybe a forgery kit.
Okay. Let's get an investigation check for everyone going to a specific shop that they want to go to.
Twinsies again. 15.
All right. Rookie, what are you looking for?
I want to try and find a really nice spyglass to use to be able to see
Twinsies!
further.
A spyglass. Okay. So Penala, you're looking for alchemical goods for potions and for healing kits and things of remedy. Okay. I'm going to use this one from Fantasy Name Generators. Plug, not plug. You find the Graceful Jug Laserwares.
Sounds.
You see a nice little sign that has a jug with lasers coming out of the top of it. Like a fireworks show. And you see a portly, kind of rotund old woman sitting there. Her face is very weathered, almost leathery in texture. Very tanned, and she has gray streaking all throughout her hair, pulled into a tight bun. Oh, hello. How can I help you today?
Good day.
Good day.
Well, I'm currently in the market for a healer's kit and potions of healings. Would you, perchance, in your establishment, looking up the name, Do you have any of them?
Oh, well, we have all sorts of remedies and things of healing natures, as well as antitoxins and things of that nature. So you're looking for just healing potions and medicine kits?
Yes.
Okay. So we have a handful of standard healing potions, the ones that come in the vials. We also have some that come in larger capacities for a little bit more immediate attention, as far as those little scrapes and wounds you might receive on the high seas. You know, with pirates around, you can never be too sure.
Just out of context, just some healing potions that, for say, your friend decides to throw up a sword, then cuts off their hand. You got
Ow.
potions like to restore themselves, not their hand, but just to make sure they don't die. Or getting
Right.
clobbered by a clown, being attacked by a lion, almost being eaten by vampire. You got enough healing potions for those, or larger ones?
Oh, well, yes, of course we have stuff that's like that. So we are looking at healing potions, of course. There are, like I said, they come in different quantities as well as quantities. So if you're looking for basic ones, those are going to be 75 gold each. And the higher grade ones will be a factor above those.
The ones that she's referring to, the ones that cost 75 gold pieces, those are the 2d4 plus
Plus 2.
2s. Higher. How expensive are we talking with these potions? Honestly, my say no.
Well, we have greater healing, which is obviously greater than the standard potion. Those run 150 gold. We have superior healing, which is further still healing, which is running around 750 gold each. And then I have one that is of supreme quality, that is quite expensive at 2,500 gold pieces.
Huh. You know, I'll take 5 of the greater healing potion.
5?
Yeah.
Whoa, it's my lucky day.
Well, I mean, you didn't seem really phased when I described really specific instances where we'd need this. So, I mean, you seem to be a person who I can trust.
Well, love, when you've seen as many mangled and rotten pirates and ne'er-do-wells and marines as I have, I'm not shocked by many injuries anymore. So that'll be 750 gold for 5 greater healing potions.
Tight. That's hardcore. Where's Erling?
I need the purse.
He's our human first.
Also, do you have the medicine kit?
Oh, yes, the medicine kits, of course. The medicine kits. Let me just look in my wares really quick. I need to look it up. Hold on.
Come on, with a name like the Graceful Jug Laserware, she has to have it. I mean, that name alone.
Healer's kits, yes. Those will run you about 10 gold pieces apiece.
Really? Only 10 gold pieces? Jeez. Okay. Yeah.
$1,000.
Yeah.
Hey, I'd even pay $15. I'm kidding. 15 gold pieces.
If you want more
Yeah.
than one use, then I can find you a larger kit.
Oh no, yeah, no, the larger kit. We need one.
Right. So that'll be 100 gold for 10 uses of a medicine kit.
Erling, if you please, 850 gold pieces to this wonderful person. That sounded really simple.
Yes, it did. Which makes me think perhaps these prices are a bit steep, Penala.
Really? They're steep? I think that they're quite honest right now.
Certainly. One could certainly appreciate the wares that you have here in your store. Have you any jeweler's kits as well, or calligrapher's supplies?
Unfortunately, that's not my area of expertise. You'll have to go over to the Admired Elixir One store for such things.
Of course. 850 then.
Well, yes.
And Erling's going to kind of reach into his coin pouches, and as he's counting out coins, he's going to lay. Oh, what is it? I'm not positive if this has anything on it, but I'm clicking it so I can read it real quick. Okay, no. So yeah, he's going to pay the 850,
Okay.
counting it out slowly, coin after coin, making eye contact with Penala as much as he can.
Hey, man, Penala doesn't understand the value of money. I mean, come on.
Clearly.
When Penala sees her friend cut off her own arm, she has to shop to get through it.
Tis true.
So you're looking for a
mean-
dirty bookstore.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna not look for that.
You know, I might just follow.
I found the perfect store for Rookie.
Oh my god!
So, Rookie, you're looking around. What in particular are you looking for?
Good spyglass to be able to see further when we're on a ship.
Sure.
So you find a store. So you got the marketplace, which has got stalls, and then there's stores lining the marketplace. And then you see one that's kind of tucked into a corner. Think of like the leaky cauldron from Harry Potter. It's kind of just tucked away. Nobody really notices. Yes. So you find this and you read in your avian language a small banner above the door that says The Shady Duck.
The Shady Duck.
The
I
Shady
mean,
Duck.
that sounds interesting. I feel like that's worth looking into. Yeah.
Okay. So
I'll buy.
you open the door and you see inside, and you, as soon as you take your first step in, you feel a sense of home. Your claws dig into what feels like sticks and straw weaved along the floor. Feels like a nest. And all surrounding you, you see that there are immaculate feathers that are draped in wind chimes. You see, beautiful. You see that the display cases have a very wispy and elegant design to the cases that are around. They have what looks like wings that are draping over the corners of each of these cases. And behind the counter, you see Howard the Duck.
Well, what can I do for you?
I can't do a good, I can try to do a Donald.
What can I do for you?
Looking for a spyglass.
So you have those kind of tendencies as well?
Oh, jeez. Well, I mean, if you have anything more fine-tuned for the eye, I would be more than willing to look into that as well.
Well, yes, we do have very many different magnifications of spyglass that are used for peeking and peering into things beyond, including windows and doorways.
But not limited, right?
Not
I mean,
limited to, no.
yeah, good. No, that
Of course
should be
not.
good.
Of course not. Is there
I
any
will look
particular
into those
abilities
for
that you
sure.
want these things to be able to peer through? Distance, objects, clothes.
You have some that can look through objects? Or
I do.
clothes. Like, oh.
I do. Those are the special goggles. They can see through many things.
Business first. Business
This
first.
is business. What are you
She's
talking
gonna,
about?
Look around her shoulder to see if anyone else followed her in.
Nope.
Erling's the money.
And Darling's across the street with Panama.
Yes, I do want to look at spyglasses. I wasn't aware. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but I didn't know that there were some that could look through objects. So I would really like to look at those. That could be useful.
Yes, there are many different things. So, how much are you willing to spend on such an item? Or do you just want a rudimentary spyglass?
I guess it just depends on how well it is made to see how much I'm willing to spend.
He pulls it out and he lays this spyglass on the table, but he kind of has to unfold it a little bit, and you see that it's actually a set of binoculars. And they have a bridge that looks ever so much like a beak, and there are what looks like eyebrows or avian, like an owl's eyebrows above the goggles.
These are of the finest make. They have magnificent properties about them. I also have standard spyglasses if that's just what you want to see things from afar.
Well, what special properties do these owl eyeglasses possess?
These ones are magnificent. They allow you to see in the dark for those extreme stealth missions, for investigations, of course, as well as they give you the ability to see where someone has been for a short period of time after touching said object, so you can follow that person into questionable attire.
I mean, I wouldn't use it for that, obvious.
Oh, don't, please.
seems
There's just
very
avians talking.
Well, like, what, I mean, seeing that we birds of a feather gotta stick together. What's the price running on something like that?
Oh, well, if you must know, these particular goggles with the enhanced vision of being able to see beyond they'll cost you about 2,000 gold pieces. I do have ones that don't have the tracking ability or the ability to see through clothes for a cheaper price, but still give you the ability to see at night, with enhanced vision, of course, for a cheaper price.
Well, let's just let me discuss it with my colleagues because I might have to be, share on occasion. So maybe we could split the cost of such a unique item.
Of course.
That could be useful. So give me a minute. Might take a minute.
Don't worry, I only sell to avians, so it'll be here a little bit. But I tell you, there are snoopy people around, and these are hot, hot, hot. And what they see
Like I
is
said.
even hotter.
Hold it just for a minute for me.
Of
I
course.
need to find Erling.
So you
I
leave
will
the...
run and try and find Erling to see. Unlike Penala and Ascari, I do know the value of money, so I feel compelled to talk about it.
Yeah. So you have those that are available to you. And you do find Penala, who is at a shop. Erling, what are you looking for specifically?
Mostly a spot to sell all of our random stuff, but if possible, looking to pick up a jeweler's kit, a forgery kit, calligrapher's supplies, and probably just like more like parchments and stuff for creating more spell scrolls.
Okay. Okay, so you're looking for a jeweler's kit. Okay. So that'll cost you 50 gold. All the toolkits are marked as double the price as they normally would. So if you're looking for that in your handbook, whatever, they're offering double the price.
All right.
Or they're asking double the price. As for the parchment and things like that, you can go from stall to stall and you can peddle wares to the stalls that you think you'd get the most money for it. So you get the equivalent value for those items that you want to sell that has already a gold piece value associated with it. So all those loose ends that you have that has a gold value, you can get that gold value for it.
All those guys.
Yep.
Holy shit.
A lot of loot you guys have been carrying.
Yep.
So yes,
Oh, wait.
whatever that value is, you can get that from vendors because they can sell it for more.
All right.
And their starting asking price is double whatever the handbook says.
Gotcha.
And you find Rookie. Rookie, now's your chance.
Yeah, I just was giving him a second if he had to write stuff down or not.
I assure you, these monks' robes are of the finest quality, even if it is an off-putting electrum yellow color. It will certainly stand up to a few blows in combat before giving way. It's certainly worth the 200 gold pieces. Rookie, over here. I see you finished up your shopping in a timely manner, and I was just about to finish up here myself.
Well, so here's the thing. I didn't exactly get it finished because, well, I mean, as you know, we've been traveling for a long time and I've left some of my funds. I figure you are in charge of a lot of the funds, so I thought maybe perhaps you would have some of my funds so I would be
How
able
much
to
do you
purchase.
need?
Well, it's really, really good quality item that I'm looking at, so it's going to cost a little bit more than I expected. They're looking at about to 2,000, which is like a really, really good deal, actually, if you think about it.
And Erling's going to hand over a pouch with 2,000 gold pieces in it.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, no, thank you. Business only. Just definitely for important.
You're lucky that we didn't get charged for the crossbow.
Yeah, good thing Penala, or not Penala, Iskari cut off her hand, huh? That worked out really well for all of us, didn't it? That was lucky. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'll meet you back here, and real quick. You have a problem seeing at nighttime too, right?
I mean, torchlight seems to have worked out fine enough so far.
Yeah, but they have these goggles that help you see at nighttime. So I was just wondering if that was something you'd be interested in. So in case, maybe even if we're underwater, we could at least see where we're going if it's dark.
I assure you I won't be going underwater anytime soon.
Well, I mean, just
But
like,
they're charging you 2,000 for these?
well, the ones I'm getting have more properties than just that. They have other qualities that will really benefit us with treasure hunting. So.
Arling's gonna hand over another 2,000 gold to Rookie.
Don't forget,
If he has
4X
another-
also can't see in the dark.
And
What?
4X can't see in the dark either.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if he wants goggles for his character, so just throwing it out there.
I know he's got access to dark vision as a spell.
He does.
Okay, yeah. So you want the same kind I have, or do you want?
I don't need any special properties about it.
Yeah, one will probably be enough.
Do me one small favor. At least try to barter.
Oh no, I'm really good at that. You saw.
Everything here is ridiculously overpriced. And
I-
we're still going to have to pay for a woodworker for the ship if we're going to make upgrades.
Yes, I will do my best at bartering. We seem to get along and like the same kind of thing, so I'm sure that should help the price a lot.
Okay.
Okay, well, off I go then. Okay, yeah, I'll meet you back here, and we'll just, see, yeah.
I want my change.
Oh, yeah, no, of course. Yeah, it's getting hard to hear you. I'll see you in a minute. I will be back from your avian friend.
Oh! Hello and welcome back.
Yeah, it's me. I told you I'd be back for those items we talked about. And good news, I may be buying something else as well. So the ones you told me, you said it'd be 15, right?
The super fancy ones. Those were 2,000 gold. The ones that can peer beyond.
Ooh, woo.
Yes.
Yeah, are you sure about that?
I'm
I really thought you said
100% positive
15.
it's my shop.
Yeah, no, you're right. Maybe though, because we seem to really understand each other on a deeper level,
Well,
Maybe we
if
could work
you're
something out.
if you're bringing up that nature, if you have something of trade, then perhaps I could lower the cost a little bit.
Yeah, no, nothing to trade.
No imagery or perhaps idols of a specific shape or anything of that nature?
Ricky's hand is going to instinctively like put her hand on her pack where she knows the Book of No Pictures is still.
He
Ah.
knows.
No, I don't.
All perverts have a sense for these kind of things.
Nothing of that sort. No, not. You don't just carry your treasures into town as such.
He pulls a book from behind the shelf and throws it on top.
Oh. Well, I mean, if we're talking about trading, perhaps
This
we can
is a
make deal.
collection of magnificent reliefs that have been embossed on pages. This is my form of excitement.
Why
And
is my
he flips
favorite
the book to a page, and you see that it's very much like Robin Hood Men in Tights for the Braille Playboy book. It's embossed, and it's lifted pages of scantily clad individuals. See, this is what gets my feathers ruffled.
I can see why.
It's
Those
magnificent.
tights
I've
are
got
tight, huh?
I've got a whole catalog for library in the back full of them.
You don't say.
I do.
Thing early. Gave me some extra, huh? Well, well, this is a predicament, isn't it? Try to focus. This is what
Are
happens
your
when the buddy
feathers
system
turning a
is
little
thrown
more
out.
red?
Yeah, they believe it or not, they change when you're out of the sunlight for too long. They start to get a little bit more of a shade of pink. It's weird how that
See,
works. Yep.
I'm just a pure white duckling myself. Ah.
Okay. Let's maybe like how much would you price for just maybe possibly one of your collection?
Well, it depends on what sort. If you want just literature with no images, that's a reasonable price. I think I could part with one of those for maybe 50 gold pieces. But if you want images, that'll go to 150, and if you want the erased images, the embossed pages, then that'll be 250 gold for one book.
God damn it. I have a pervert as a character. Well, I know Penala says that she likes to do the reading. So maybe one with both, and
One
then we
with
can
both.
share it.
Oh. You're a shared, you have someone who has your acquired taste as well aboard your vessel, I presume?
We call it the buddy system, yes.
Oh, you make me blush. Okay, yes, I can get something with images and text. 150 gold, I think, will be fine for one of those, as long as you're sharing.
Well, since we're going to be making a deal here, what if we did the owl glasses
Oh,
and
yes.
one book, and perhaps even a set of just regular, I don't remember the price you said on those.
1,500 for the regular seeing in the dark kind of glasses.
Okay, so
It comes out to 3,500 plus the book, so 3,650.
maybe we could call it 32. I feel like that's a very, very fair trade.
Make a persuasion check.
That's like Someone is better.
Well, I think that 3650 will be fine, but I could do 32 if you let me see some of the pages of your book. If it's not one that I already have.
I mean, I suppose I could spare a couple minutes.
I mean,
Look that
what's-
over for a minute.
what's-
If it's,
what's,
you know, since it's all business,
it's just a
you know.
reading group among friends, of course.
That's right. That's all it is. Yeah. No, let's okay. Yeah, let's do 3250
Sold.
and
Puts
then I'll
the goggles up
take
there
out
in the book.
Panala's book of no-nos and poetry and we'll flip through a few pages together.
And as you're flipping through pages, you see the feathers on his cheek kind of ruffle and poof up. And then he kind of he waves his little avian hand and wings over the book, and then you see him touch a stack of pages to the side, and you see that the images begin to transfer onto blank pages that he has.
Like
Oh, this is a
stealing
good
them or
one.
just copying them?
Just copying. It's like a
Oh, okay,
Xerox
no,
machine.
that's
And he's just like,
That's fine.
oh, that's a good one. Oh, I didn't know they could do that. Oh, that's saucy.
Interesting to see all the ways things can
That's
bend.
very
Huh?
interesting. Oh my goodness. Oh, excuse me. Yes, yes, this is magnificent. Oh, please enjoy your goggles, and for your other friend, who you are just reading with, for the buddy system, you can enjoy both of these at night.
I'm sure we will. Definitely. Buddy system. She'll be so happy.
So you can add the Inquisitive goggles to your inventory, as well as Book of No Pictures Volume 2. And when you get back to Erling, you have a set of Goggles of Night.
Awesome.
So we flash over after that hot arrangement in that steamy bird's nest, to Iskari. Iskari, you are looking around and you find a seedy bar. And on the sign, which you cannot read,
Nope.
unfortunately,
Hopefully it has a.
it's got imagery that you can identify, not necessarily words. It has a skull and crossbones that has 2 tankards on either side, and for those that can read but aren't there, it says Gold Roger Bar.
She walks in.
You walk
She's
in
thirsty.
and you see a shriveled old man with very small Morpheus glasses at the edge of its nose, 2 gold earrings on long earlobes, and a purple, like, skullcap beanie above their very old flesh. And this person says, "Hello, welcome to Gold Roger's Bar. I haven't seen someone of your kind in quite a while. Have a drink. I'll serve you whatever you like."
Whatever you're serving is what I'm drinking.
He pours this golden elixir, slides it down to the table. It's a relatively fizzy and aromatic ale. "So, what can I do for you today? What's on your mind? Any woes?"
I'm looking for some crew for my ship.
"Oh, a crew, huh?
And the
You
whole
may-
time she's also like keeping like her cloak sleeve like over her left stump.
Right, right. Well, yes, you can definitely find crew here. There's a couple of people here looking for work. I don't know what specifically are you looking for?
I need a shipwright most specifically,
A ship.
and then I'm also looking for somebody to take care of the ship, manage it when I'm not around.
I see. Well, we do have someone who is very capable of taking care of a crew that is over there in the corner, the kind of mischievous looking one. No, not mischievous, mysterious, I should say. The one with the kind of goofy looking cap over there in the corner. He would suit your needs. As far as the shipwright is concerned, unfortunately, I don't think there's going to be many shipwrights on this island that are willing to leave the very prosperous port here, unfortunately.
Who knows? I'm feeling lucky.
Yeah.
And she's gonna she's gonna appoint or she's gonna look over at the person that he told him told her about and say what are they drinking?
Oh, that particular one is, he's drinking a whiskey, a very hard whiskey.
Give me another one for him.
Okay, I will, here you go. Pours a very
She like looks
sludgy whiskey.
she like looks at her one hand and looks down at the two drinks.
If you want, I can take it over for you.
She like nods at him.
Not a problem. So, and they kind of escort you over to the table. Excuse me, sir. This is, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
She says, "My name is Iskari Onehorn, Captain Iskari Onehorn."
This is Captain Iskari Onehorn, and she would like to provide you with another drink. And he kind of sets it on the table. I'm just going to let you deal with your business. Be nice. I don't want any trouble. And he's pointing at the man with the hat and kind of a goofy sideburns and a goatee. And he kind of nods his hat. So, Captain Iskari, what can I do for you? Thank you for the drink, by the way.
She like says, "May I sit?"
By all means, please sit.
She says, "You see, I find myself in way of needing some crew for my ship. I have a party that I take with me when I go out searching for treasure, and I need somebody that sticks around and takes care of what's mine and is loyal to their captain. You that kind of man?"
Well, yes, I am that kind of man. I am honorable and loyal as long as the pay is right. And you see him kind of shuffle some papers kind of on the seat next to him. He kind of glances down, looks at him. Looks back to you. How many are on your vessel? that I would have to be in charge of when you aren't there.
Right now there'd be 5 others, but I'm looking to see if I can't find a shipwright and a couple others to come with us. We're gonna set off for the Grand if you're up for a little adventure. You got a name?
Well, yes. People around these parts, well, those that hire me, call me Daddy the Father. But you can call me Galileo, Captain.
All right. Well, you'll have to figure out the specifics of your pay with my quartermaster, but welcome aboard.
I appreciate that. You wouldn't happen to, be wanted pirates in these parts, would you?
Is that a problem?
No. But I want to make sure that the pay is worth more than you. Otherwise, I might have to take you all in.
What if my bounty goes up? Are you just gonna turn on me?
Not unless it's worth my while, friend.
I don't know if I want to be spending all my time watching my back.
Just saying. A man has to make a living. If you make it worth my while, I'm yours.
Very well. I better find a lot of treasure. And so, like, down whatever she's drinking, smash the glass on the floor, and put her hand out for it to shake with him.
Which hand?
The only one she has. Her right
The
hand.
gauntlet.
The gauntlet. He stands
That's
up.
why she had to smash the glass.
He stands up, grabs your hand, a nice firm grip. Now, Captain, you see him kind of glance one more time over to the side, and you see out of the corner of your eye that he's got a stack of wanted posters. And you do see that he kind of flipped to the side to see who was coming through. I think that with your reputation and how much they're offering for you, I think that you're on for good things. I could see a lot of money coming my way. I think
That's
we're
the
in for
idea.
a very fruitful relationship. What boat should I be reporting to?
The mystery machine.
The Mystery Machine. Well, if you're looking for adventure, the Mystery Machine sounds like a mighty fine vessel.
You wouldn't happen to know any shipwrights in this area that are looking to get off this island, would you?
No shipwright that's worth their nails or boards. The best shipwrights are gonna be in the Grand Line. You wanna go to Water 7. They have the finest shipwrights in all the oceans. I wouldn't waste your time on any of these cowpokes here.
Anyone you would waste your time on here?
It depends on what you're looking for. Like I said, shipwrights, not so much. But if you're looking for my personal contacts that I use for my trade investigations, I know a couple of people that might be of some use on a ship of yours. I know my personal contact for investigation into long lost, well, not lost, but different cultures and different species of people. Someone who's quite adept at the book reading. And I know
I
someone
need
of
one
that
of
nature.
those. I'm not very good at that.
I see. A captain after my own heart. We get the work done, and we lead the books to other people. You're looking for Izzy. Isabella Grande. She's a little younger than you, but she has a knack for books, and she can be useful. I don't know if she would quite be willing to go out on the ocean, but I think with enough probing, if you have something worth her while that she would love to learn and investigate about, she'd be willing to join. I also know my personal bookkeeper that makes sure that my taxes are paid to the right governments, which it sounds like I'm not going to have to worry about much longer. Madame Clearlove. She's old, kind of ornery, but she'll make sure that your boat's taken care of as far as financials and your paperwork is done properly for getting in and out of ports, as well as the unsavory type of business that paperwork needs to be lost or hidden through legal jargon.
I don't know how to do that either.
Sounds like you need a few more people on your ship, if I do say, Captain.
Looks like I came to the right man.
That you did. I will have to speak with your quartermaster, though, because I think with the acquisitions that I bring to your ship, I might be a valuable part, an integral cog in the machine that is the mystery.
Well, all right. Well, let's go find all of these people. And Erling. I don't know where he is.
Erling. He kind of fills his papers. Oh, Erling the demon. He's one of yours.
So and she looks down at his papers. She finds Rookie and finds Panala. And,
you just go by the pictures. You find the pictures of the people you know.
She lines it up just like Panala was just describing of all of them being all in a panorama.
Nice. I see. So you're running with this crew?
This is
boy.
My crew. The One Horned Pirates.
Wow. Well, I do say, you are meant for big things. I'm glad you found me in this old watering hole. Well, lead on, Captain. Do you want me to report right to the ship, or shall I be your bodyguard for the moment, considering that you're a little hampered?
This? No, this is nothing. She'll say, I'll tell you where last I saw Erling, and maybe we could go back there and find him.
I suppose he was being a quartermaster, gathering supplies. He's in the trade quarters. We can find him, no problem.
Yeah, she just kind of describes the shop that she wandered off from.
Yeah, so you make your way back. Let me see if I can get a picture here for you guys. So you make your way back to the market district. Can you guys see this on the map?
Nice.
Yes.
That is Daddy.
Daddy the father.
Daddy the father. Don't
Everyone
worry.
say hello to your first mate.
Hello,
Say,
Daddy.
Hello, Daddy.
I really don't want to
Damn it,
say
Amanda.
his full name.
Let's just
Say it.
I'm
Say
not-
it.
call him that.
Oh, Ben, what up, yo?
Hey, Ben.
The longest time, I wonder.
How you doing, ma'am? You doing all right?
Doing okay.
I heard from Amanda that something kind of bad went on.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt you guys or anything, but yeah, I had to go in for an attack of appendicitis and had my appendix removed. And about the time I was going into the urgent care clinic, my mom passed. So
Oh man, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, man,
thank
that's hard. I'm sorry.
but I've kind of lost track of what weeks are what, so I was just checking in to see if it was pirates or not, and obviously it is, and craziness has been happening.
Yep.
Yeah, you wandered in during the duck the horny duck.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, you know, why not?
May as well, okay? I didn't
I-
choose Rookie. She's just created. She's been created into something. That.
You know, you say that with all your characters, and yet they all end up this way.
They're all perverts.
I think
Hey,
there's some root.
It is a fantasy role-playing game.
That's right. Okay, guys.
And look, we're not judging your furriness.
No.
Oh, Sona.
Oh,
Oh
Okay,
Anyway.
but Nala doesn't even know I have 2 notebooks now.
You said you'd share.
You'll have to catch the VOD and see what I did with my hand. I think you'll appreciate the homage.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna check that out.
Things really flew off the handle.
Ah, jeez.
Keep them coming. I'm fine with these. I am fine with these puns for a change.
Yes.
I spent what, a year with these puns?
Something like that.
It's
Yeah.
only getting started.
That's only
we
getting
have
started.
I mean, you just gave me an item inspired by Cognar. How could I not?
Of course I did.
I'm definitely gonna have to check this out.
Yeah,
You'll have to check out. Wait, you were there last week, right? Or last time?
No,
think-
he wasn't.
Oh,
No, I think I was out in South Pittsburgh for Christmas.
yeah. Anyway, it was good. So you just checking in, or are you gonna kind of take part?
Yeah, I was just checking in. I was just trying to figure out whether this was, what week we're on here.
Gotcha.
So,
Yep.
Yeah. We'll keep you updated, man. It's good to hear from you.
Yep.
it's good to talk to you guys too.
No.
Definitely. I'm happy you were able to pop in.
Yeah.
Timing was awkward, but hey.
Sorry for the duck.
Timing's always awkward.
I'm just built this way, apparently. You know?
But you
And
guys
she's
have
a mom.
wonderful evening, and I will catch you all in a couple of weeks.
All right.
You
See
too.
you later,
Feel
man.
better.
Good, man.
And
Let
I'll
us
be
know if you
floating
need
around
anything.
on Discord and whatnot. So
All
if
right.
y'all see me floating around, say hi.
All right. We will.
Okay.
We'll do for sure.
All right.
Much
Catch
love,
you guys
man.
later.
Yep.
Bye.
Much love. Bye.
All right. So you, Daddy the father has arrived next to your captain, Erling, as you are finishing up your peddling of wares. Rookie has brought you your goggles, and she has hers. Is there anything else you guys want to do at the moment?
Erling, this is Daddy the Father, otherwise known as Galileo. He's gonna be our, what'd you call it, Major Domo?
First mate is a little bit easier to get
Yeah,
around
you're
to
right.
the crew.
First mate. He's gonna be the first mate. He's gonna look after the boat, and so that we don't have to keep it entrusted to the kid.
All right.
Erling,
And oh yeah, this is my quartermaster. He's the one that's gonna be paying you.
I have a feeling that we're going to be best friends.
I certainly hope so. Speaking of coin, Rookie, you were to bring back change.
Oh hey, Rook.
Yeah, change. Yep, got some here for you. Here first, let me hand you your new item. you know, now you can see at nighttime. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. And then my entire
These are the ones that you said aren't going to be nearly as fancy as the ones you bought for yourself, correct?
Yes, that's correct. And then I will hand over 600 gold pieces.
Are you keeping
Right, I
some for
assume
yourself?
The rest is in another pouch.
I only kept some for myself. Well, no, I did as much bartering as I could, okay? But it did cost a little bit more than I was planning. Because yours were some and mine was some. And I already had some in my wallet, but I mean, I didn't want to leave myself completely dry. So.
What is happening?
Do you hear that noise?
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
Charles
Charles?
doing?
That's my sister.
Oh.
Oh,
She's playing with Charles.
okay.
I have my headset on, so it's like some. I'm just used to her sounds. I can
Oh,
just ignore them
I
for
thought
a
Howard the
while.
Duck was coming back or something.
Oh no.
You hear
Oh my
Howard the
God.
Duck from far across the marketplace.
Background.
Woo!
Oh my
You hear
God.
some honking.
Wow.
We meet one on every island.
I just realized I was looking over what Nick had wrote for this character, and my God, this is gonna be a sexually packed crew.
Oh no.
But that's yet to be seen.
Just a
He is all
I mean, I feel
all
like
business.
these characters are gonna fit in with Rookie great.
Oh, they're gonna be
Ricky's
great.
already excited to be friends with Daddy, so.
Oh
Oh.
no.
Just wait till you meet Madame Clearlove.
Oh.
Show me on the doll exactly where he touched you.
Not the doll. Oh,
3. We got 3.
Oh, you're a fan of dolls. Well, I've got a few dolls myself.
Oh. Oh.
I might be interested in seeing your collection sometime.
Oh, really?
I mean, you know, since we're just gonna be traveling together for a long time, I'm sure we'll be in, you know, close quarters.
This is gonna
You
be.
never know what happens, and you know, just figured throw that out there. So, welcome to the ship. It's really great to
Captain,
have a daddy on board.
you did. Oh, you did. I'm getting flustered, hot under the collar. Captain, you didn't say you had this eccentric of a crew.
Ricky needs a
Yes, I
timeout in
did.
the crow's nest.
I didn't think they were. Well, anyway, what else do we have to do on this island?
you were gonna introduce us to Izzy and Madame Clearlove.
Oh, right.
Oh, Erling. He said he has somebody who reads a lot of books that could come with us that knows a lot about really obscure things in the Grand Line, and somebody that could come with us that is good with. What did you say she's good with again? The things that are illegal.
Oh, yes, she's good with paperwork, things that are legal and not so legal as far as filing and proper taxes. But she is also quite adept with a quill for any kind of notations or documents that you need to send out to either intimidate your foes or to collect on certain bounties. For instance, she does have a contact within the Monster Hunters Guild that floats around, hunting sea kings and all manner of other creatures that might be harrying islands here and far. But she can request contracts, and she can fill those out for you and send them right on back, and you can collect the bounties from her for those kind of missions.
And these are contacts that you know of, or are these to be hired on as well?
Yeah,
Good.
more crew for the ship.
I think that we can sway them with proper leverage. Izzy is, she's a bookworm, but she's all about looking for knowledge. Rare and old documents, tomes, novels, those sorts of things. She would be very interested in searching for.
Does
She
she
also,
speak Dwarvish?
she
Planning on getting.
does. She actually has a vast knowledge of different languages. If I might say, she also knows your language, Captain. She is very exquisite, very astute in her knowledges of very many races and forms of language.
Sounds like she'd get along with Hisrod.
I think she would just fine, although, judging by your Hisrod, she don't look very much like the book type. Maybe perhaps Mr.
Maybe
Erling.
a different kind of book type.
Hey, I am not
I
judging.
don't know.
I read it for the article.
Well, then you might fit in with Izzy.
Iskari says that. She does read a lot of articles.
Then perhaps Izzy might be a good book companion.
Where is she at? Where can we find her?
They're both currently at my office. We can head down to the old district, and I can introduce you to them.
Who wants to go?
Right,
Am I
let's
at the
go.
stall?
What?
Am I at the stall? Is Penala at the stall?
You guys are kind of just like in the middle of the market district.
If you want, you can walk up right at this moment.
Yeah, no. I just. Oh God, I hate. Oh yeah. I hate them. Sorry.
Hisrod. We're over here.
So things didn't get out of hand, Iskari.
If I might say, Captain, she gained 2.
All right. What?
Did you just say is she game?
Gained, as in increased number.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I read that completely wrong.
And he
Like,
shows
oh,
his
wow.
hands.
Speaking of
Hisrod.
which,
Iskari
wait.
just like smiles and she says, Hisrod, this is Galileo or Daddy the Father.
All right. I'm going to call
Pleasure,
you
ma'am.
Galileo.
I mean, you
or
can call
we're
me.
going to
Or
be
you can
more
call him
rude.
First Mate because he's hired.
Ma'am.
Tight. Well, looks like we're not going to be short-handed anymore.
Get him out while you can.
I know. I'm saving them. I haven't run out of them.
You
I
see, you see.
We don't have
Galileo.
much on hand, so you should
Oh,
be
God damn
careful
it.
with it.
You see Galileo lean in real close to Penala. The brim of his hat is almost touching your forehead. You know, if you're all about hands, I can help you with that. And he gives you a quick kiss on the nose and then backs up, looking as stern as ever.
What? What?
He leaned in, pecked you on the nose, and stepped back.
Yeah, I know. That's what Penella is saying. Like, what?
Don't worry. I'm your
What?
first mate. I'm here to take care of everyone's needs.
No! No!
Come on, Hisrod. We're going to meet the rest of.
Let's go down to the old district. Follow me. I know a shortcut. And he leads you down to the old district through a couple of alleyways, and you find an old rickety building that has an old, like, PI lettering on a door window that says Daddy the Father, Esquire at large. But in very fine print, it says, like, Esquire at very large.
very fine print on the bottom.
Phrasing.
Quite. And he steps in and he says, "Hey, you old coot, where you at? Got a new person, new benefactor that needs to talk to you. And where's Izzy? Is she back in her books?" And this old lady comes up, kind of bluish skin, but it's very pale, and kind of got a hunch in her shoulders, and you see that she's got glasses that got like a beaded chain around her neck and poked onto the edge of her nose. Walks up.
Yes, Daddy. She's in the back. And what do you want? Well, my new captain friend here is wanting us to move our operations onto the ship and go to the sea at large. And I need you to gather your things so that we can move on and to bigger and brighter operations. All right. Too old for this shit. Captain, hello.
Good to meet you, Madam Clearlove, right?
Yes. Kind of fixes her glasses. Yes, I am Madam Clearlove. What kind of work are we doing?
We're going to the Grand Line.
Grand is it? Alright, okay. Is there anything particular in the Grand Line that we're looking for?
Yeah, we're looking for the one.
Everyone's looking for the One Piece. Okay. Is there any side work that you do in the meantime, so that way I can have the proper set of documents associated for that type of work?
I guess you could say we are soldiers of fortune.
Mercenaries.
Let me
Wonderful.
introduce you to the One-Horned Pirates.
You're the only one with one horn.
And that's why I'm the captain and this is my crew.
We counted all the horns in the ship. There was only one.
That's a fair point. Okay, I like it. Alright. Fuck it. I'm gonna die soon anyway, I'm in. Izzy, get your ass down here. And this little kind of, I don't know, maybe 5 foot tall, very stocky elephant woman comes toddling down the stairs, very Dumbo-esque in nature, comes down, and she's got her trunk holding up a book in front of her eyes, and so she's not really watching where she's going, but she's got a good, like, passive perception around her, and she's like,
Oh, hello. I was summoned away from my reading. What can I do for you, madam, Mr. Daddy, and new clients? Hello. But
Hi.
what?
Hello.
Are we leaving again?
well, yes, we are.
Oh, I just found a new novel and I don't want to return it.
Then don't. We're not coming back for a long time, so it won't matter.
She looks to the madam.
Am I allowed to do that?
Yeah, man. Fuck.
But
Iskari will say in Kunari, she'll say, Asit Taleb.
Asit Taleb.
She kind of shakes her. Do they have fingers? I don't know if they.
Loxodon?
Yeah, they got fingers, right?
Yep.
Okay. She shakes a very meaty sausage finger. You're a coon. Oh, wow. She replies back, well, I think that I can learn a lot from your culture. And it's very broken, and the words are not perfect, and they're kind of out of order. But she's getting her message across to you. Do you think that knowledge can be found on your journey?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. Is it difficult? No, is it rare knowledge?
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm in then. All they have is books here. It's not that fancy. I would love to provide my services for my lore duties upon your vessel.
Welcome to the crew. She's going to
Good.
turn to Erling and say, there we have it.
So, who's going to carry my things? I have a lot of books that need to be transported, and I unfortunately am not strong enough to carry them all.
Well, you can speak to the first mate about that, I think. Galileo.
She looks to Galileo. Right.
Iscari says, well, I can give you one hand.
Oh, well, that is helpful, Captain. Is there anybody
Probably
else on the
hold on
ship,
to that.
general laborers that you have that might be able to move our things onto the ship?
Yeah, we got a few people.
Oh,
We'll introduce you to
fantastic.
the rest of the crew.
Well, you've
We gotta
already
be
told me
careful,
where.
though, because there's a lot of I hear there's some Marines walking around.
Oh, well, they won't bother me, or us for that matter. We have a friendly standing relationship with the Marines here on the island. See, we're bounty hunters. Well, I'm a bounty hunter. They run my paperwork and intelligence for said bounties, so I can pass freely to and from the docks without too much difficulty. These could just be hired deckhands that are used to move my personal belongings onto a traveling vessel. I can handle it, Captain. Just let me know where your ship is, and we can get ourselves loaded on probably by tomorrow evening.
Great. Anything else we need to do, Erling?
Well, we've already sent 4X to see to it that we have enough supplies for all the additional crew to sleep us through our journey. Were we looking to like upgrade our ship while we were here?
He said we can do that when we get to Water 7.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then I think we got everything we need.
Yeah, Erling, you think that your ship is going to be serviceable enough for most of the Grand Line?
All right.
Yeah, it's a sturdy
Even-
ship. It doesn't look the best, but
Even-
it's a sturdy ship.
I just thought like
Did-
I think it was Logtown that had like special trees or something like that. So like their wood.
No,
was-
this
That was an island you
Tenerife-
passed.
Gotcha.
Which island was it? Wasn't it this Tenerife Island?
Yeah, it was Tenerife
Yeah.
Island that had the special.
So
That
it's
had
just right
a
here.
special tree.
Well, we did take some damage from Captain Full McAsshole, right?
Captain. You can find some shipwrights that can mend your ship here, but I don't think any of them are going to leave port. You can get mended and back on your way. That's for sure.
Hey, what do you know about what's the name of that special kind of wood? Logan wood?
Adam wood.
Otherwood.
Adam wood. I just knew it was a white boy named Wood.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Adam wood. Yes, a tree from which all trees are grown. Roots so deep. Well, actually, Izzy has this information. Well, yes, Captain. The roots from the Adamwood tree are said to go far below the surface of the ocean to gather its nutrients. It is a vast, strong wood, resilient to all forms of penetration, as well as its remarkable strength and durability and flexibility. Yes, it is a very rare wood, and there are even fewer shipwrights that can work with it properly without damaging it.
We heard a rumor that there was some Adams wood on Tenaroo Island. We were thinking about getting it to improve our ship with.
Yes. Yes. That one is unfortunately that is heavily guarded by the Marines. That is not something that you're going to be able to easily harvest for a ship. But if you go to the Grand Line, things are a little bit more lawless, and so you should be able to find another Adamswood tree there. If that's what you are looking for, of course.
That does sound easier.
I wouldn't trust the shipwrights here. They can do minor repairs, and they can get you ship shape. But I don't.
All right,
I don't think they can work
get the
with
ship repaired. We'll get all of your things loaded. We'll get all the cargo loaded, and then we'll be off.
Oh, aye, Captain. No problem. I can get that crew moving supplies and our things onto the ship, and we'll get you right as rain.
All right, welcome to the crew, all of you.
I speak for everyone because I don't want to do three voices, but thank you, Captain, for this wonderful opportunity.
Wait. She didn't say it. She didn't say it. No.
I don't care. Just kill me now. I'm joking. It's a joke. It's fine. Let's go. I'm so excited. So the three of them are effectively part of the crew.
Yay!
So you guys have a day or two. This day is starting to come to an end as you have done a lot of shopping and investigating. You can find yourself a place to stay. That's easy enough. Is there anything else you guys want to do in particular?
Can I play my lute for tips? Or just in general?
I don't see why you couldn't.
Yeah.
Iskari's gonna go back to the ship and try to attune to that hand and attune to her swords, I'm assuming? I don't know. What was the other sword I got?
It was a, what did I say it was? A moon-touched scimitar. So just a minor magical enchantment on that sword. And you will know more about that other cursed sword once you attune to it. So you can head back to the ship, probably taking Galileo with you, just to kind of show him the ropes, show him quarters and things of that nature.
This is where we keep the ropes.
This is where we keep the quarters.
This is where we keep the quarters. Don't go into the kitchen. 4X will kill you. That kind of thing.
That's where he sleeps also. You have to be careful.
You see a nice nest of pebbles. It's got in the back there. Okay. Yeah. So you're going back to the ship with Galileo, Izzy, and Clearlove. So Penala, you're going to a tavern of some sort?
Yeah, a tavern or an inn.
Okay. What about Rookie and Early?
I'll go with
Penala to the tavern.
Buddy system.
Exactly.
But a
Yeah,
system.
I'll go to the ship because I've got some reading to do.
Wait, did Rookie ever give me back that
No, she
book,
didn't.
or is it still on loan?
She still has it.
Oh,
You can ask for it back. She's
yeah.
right
Can
there.
I just have it back? There's really nice poetry in there, and that's what I read it for.
I mean, I guess I could part with it for now.
Right. Cool.
So you have your dirty book back,
Yeah, volume 1.
volume 1.
I read it for.
Wait, why does Rookie keep calling it Volume 1?
Yeah, so the four of you head to the ship, and Erling and Penala head to a local inn named Oh My Cod.
Oh my god!
This fantasy name generator is great.
Oh, this is so good.
And it's very, even though they're on an island on a port, it's very nautical themed. So they've got old ship's wheels. They got netting above the ceiling. It's like if you went to like TGI Fridays nautical edition. Just a lot of memorabilia. They got portholes for windows and that kind of thing. But rumor has it they serve a mean, angry mussel platter. And they have a place for like a corner that you can find, Penala, for performing on your flute, you said?
Lute and the flute.
Lute and the flute. And yeah, so you can kind of set up and you just begin strumming coins and chords, and people come over and start drinking, and they're really enjoying it, and they're swaying and kind of getting into their drinks and their food. And Erling, what are you gonna do while you're in the tavern?
Erling's definitely getting a platter of these mussels he's heard about.
Oh,
As well
oh,
as just
they're
kind of like keeping
so
an
good.
eye on some of the locals. Just now that we have bounties on our heads, just looking for anyone who might be paying a bit too much attention.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up like a couple of bottles of rum for the ocean.
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Got it. 6.
Hooray!
These mussels are so fantastic that you can't really think straight. I'm trying to see if I can get this thing to pull up because it is so
I think we're going to need another order. of
so
these.
good.
I could probably
Um,
get it to you for free. I mean, I'm adding a lot of revenue, and believe me,
So these mussels, a huge mound of mussels. It's like a pound of mussels on this like cast iron skillet or cast iron kind of like bowl. And it's filled with spicy sausage and tomato, garlic, onions in a nice wine broth in the bottom. And it's served with toasted ciabatta bread, like garlic ciabatta bread. And they are delicious. But you're so enamored with your food.
I saw on the Baratier.
It's very similar to something you saw in the Bratier. You don't know if someone stole it from there or the Bratier stole it from here. But the angry mussels are to die for. They're delicious. Penala, you just see people that are all eyes on you, but you see one person that seems to be not so happy with your playing. They're
What
looking
the
at you. They're looking at you from a booth with like a scowl on their face.
fuck those guys.
And you're just kind of playing up to the room, but you kind of keep an eye on this individual, and you get a closer look at him, and you see that he's got a completely bald head with a scar running around the brim of his forehead and all the way around his head, like his scalp was taken off and then sewed back on. And he's just looking at you with daggers.
All right, that's weird. Now, what a chaotic... I'm going to sing a little tune and kind of look at, I would say, an insulting tune. And I'm going to look at him straight in the face. Because he's not going to attack me in front of a room full of people, right? Do I know this person?
Roll me a d20.
An 11.
He looks very familiar to you. You can't
But
place a name to this person, but you've seen him before.
Well, whatever. I'm going to go with my first course of action, find a song about insulting someone whose, I don't know, manhood was short and he couldn't please anyone, and I'm going to sing it. And I'm going to stare directly at him. I'm going to occasionally look at him like, this is about you, dude.
Okay.
Oh.
Just writing something down real quick. You see this person get up from the table, walk past where you're playing, and they throw a piece of paper down at your feet and continue walking up the stairs to the second level where the rooms are.
Oh, I don't like this. Great. I guess Penala will pick it up and read it.
It reads, I know what you did last summer. No. Actually, that would almost be fitting. He says, it's just got 2 words on it. Dawn Island.
Dawn Island?
Mm-hmm.
Where's Dawn Island?
That was the first island that the party landed on.
What the hell did I do on Dawn Island? Who did I piss off? Who did I piss off? Oh god,
So
what?
What?
Nothing. I'm panicking.
Okay. So we fade out, going past the steaming angry muscles and out the door and fly over to the dock where we see the lizard folk and the aquatic elf, as well as the rest of the crew, loading and unloading things from the ship. What is the rest of you doing while this shenanigans in town is going on?
Iskari's gonna go attune to a dwarf hand.
Okay. So you attune to the hand, and as you place
Or
it
I guess
upon
she's
it,
already attuned to it, right? So she just has to stick it
yeah,
on.
you stick it on, and you see that this hand, which was a right-handed gauntlet when it was originally dropped or originally placed, you see that it, the thumb and all the fingers kind of melt into the hand and then pop out in their appropriate orientation. So the thumb comes out from where your pinky was and slides through the hand and comes out to where your thumb is supposed to be. And then all the fingers adjust to the height. And then you see the scrollings begin curving down and land where your veins are on down your stub. So the silver stops at just over the stub, and then you see the silver scrollings begin crawling down your arm about an inch or so. And then it fastens to your hand, or to your stub. And then you have full function. You can splay your fingers, and they have full dexterity over it. And you now benefit from all the benefits of that item.
She indexes like each finger, and then she reaches over and she like draws out her new sword in one hand.
Oh yeah. And you hold it, and it's weighty, right? It's still a two-handed weapon, but as you pick it up and you go to hold it up in front of you, you see that the silver veins, the silver scrolling, kind of engorge as you're holding in one hand, and it makes all your veins in your arms start popping out and rippling, and you're able to deftly use this large weapon with one hand.
Cool.
And do you spend some time with the sword?
Yeah, and I take a short rest and regain some hit points, because holy shit.
All right. So I'm going to put this in your inventory. And I will show that to you. After you attune to this sword, it changes shape ever so slightly into a blood red crystal blade. And it elongates out to about 4 feet, 5 feet, a very long sword with a black curving handle that's very reminiscent of the horn from which you removed from your head for the guard. It's got this almost scaly artisanry done, engraving done on the handle. And you realize that this sword is a magnificent sword. Legendary, even. The Colossus Bane. And it's imparted to you with the knowledge that the Druid Circle known as the Council of Thorns crafted this item to fend off the encroaching giant horde known as the Devil Pirates. A mighty champion once used this sword to completely sever Ors, the continent puller, in half with a single slash. It is a +1 greatsword that increases your critical range to 19 to 20, and the effect stacks with other critical increasing abilities. And
So,
but
by
it
that,
increases.
you mean if I'm using my Hexblade's curse, I crit on an
18 to 20. Yes. But with the increased critical range, increases the critical fail range from a 1 to a 2.
Deal. Don't care.
So,
That's
Ors, the continent puller, is something that you could look up later if you want. For some history. Rookie, your item requires attunement. So you
the
can.
owl one?
Yes, yeah. Your special goggles.
Okay, I was actually planning, yes, I want to attune to that.
Okay.
And I guess after a little bit of time, if I could go to the crow's nest.
Yep.
And test them out a little bit to see what I can see. Like, I know that we chose to park in like a more lessly populated area, but I would like to see if I can even get like a view on any of the military ships or whatnot. or even just kind of get view into town, what's going on, just kind of see what I can see with them, kind of play with them a little bit.
Yep. I'm gonna whisper the effects of this to you. I still have to actually make the item, so this is the base effects.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. Apparently, I can't whisper more than one thing that long. So there you go. 2 messages. You can also see at night with the standard 60 feet of dark vision while you're wearing it. And it also has the effects of the spyglass, which allows you to see up to 1,000 feet, I believe, is what the spyglass does. Let me just double check that. Yeah, so it magnifies the vision that you see to twice its size. So it gives you enhanced range. So yeah, you can see around very far. You can see where you were in great detail. You see the people, the marketplace. You can actually see the people doing business from the crow's nest. Whereas before it would just be a smattering of colors kind of moving
in that
around.
first message you sent me,
Yes.
do I have a problem attuning to them?
No.
Or is that okay?
No.
Okay.
That, like I said, I've got to make the item. That's just the item that I based it off of.
Okay, perfect. No,
Yeah.
that's good.
Don't worry about the attunement. You can attune to it. It's made for dirty birds, and you fit the dirty bird bill. But you do get the ability on the second one. That's for sure yours. Where you can make a wisdom perception check to identify the aura of the last living creature to touch the object that you investigate. DC is 13 plus the number of days since his last contact. If the check is successful, you learn the species of the creature and immediately, not the imprint ability, you get to use, like I said, I gotta make this item. But you can immediately use locate creature to find a creature that has touched the object within 13 plus the number of days, whatever.
Perfect. Yes, I'm gonna have fun with this. This will be good for treasure hunting. I mean, if we're trying to hunt down a creature who, you know, there's a dragon here. I don't know, but here's his treasure. Well, now I know where he is.
Or a kraken that once destroyed a boat.
Yeah. See, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
It'll be good for adventures.
I need to mark that down. I'm gonna make
And
Rookie's
you
pervert
know,
goggles.
if Daddy is drinking in the lounge and he walks away, I can get his cup and figure out where it went. In case we
Yep.
talk more. So, multiple uses, mostly for important pirate stuff. But yeah, so because I know that he said that he was a bounty hunter.
Yep.
So I kind of want to keep an eye out more so for. I know Iskari seems to trust him, but I'm a little iffy, and so I kind of want to keep an eye out if there's any unwanted people heading our way.
Okay.
And that's what I'm doing on the ship.
Okay. Beautiful.
With Cooper, my sidekick, here to help me.
With your sidekick. Wonderful. All right. So that's Iskari and Rookie at the ship. So that'll take you guys a couple of hours to do those things. We go back to the tavern. Erling has just finished his Angry Muscles, and Penala has read her notes, thought, who the hell did I screw over this time? Finished her set.
I think I remember.
Finished her set and has joined Erling at the table.
I don't know if Penala, but is that the guy that Penala charmed and just told him to walk away? Because that is the only
that
guy
sounds
I think I
very
remotely screwed
familiar
over.
to you.
Huh?
Yeah, that does.
Oh no. Well, she doesn't know, so fuck it.
She does
Oh
know,
no,
but
the tips weren't as good as you were hoping, or what?
Oh, I don't play for tips. I play for free room and board. Come on. I mean, why would I need to pay when I'm bringing in this business?
Because of how much coin you spent, you said you were going to be an asset and you start bringing some coin back in.
Oh, yeah, I did say that. Well, I didn't charge anyone, but I
Like,
will
you're
tomorrow.
Just playing for room and board here?
Yeah. I mean, did you
Right,
pay?
I suppose.
Speaking
Well,
of
these
which,
muscles aren't cheap.
no, did you at least try to plug my name in? Like, say I'm a friend of hers?
No, I hadn't thought of it. But if you'd like, we could order up another couple plates of these mussels. You really should try them out.
Hells to the yeah. Let's do that. But, did you notice that guy not having a good particular time? Because he just slipped me this note and...
You mean the
fuck?
gentleman that you kept referring to as small, daddy?
No. Yeah.
The, shortened masked fellow
Yes.
with the low tide?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you made it quite abundantly clear, and he did not seem to be having a very wonderful time this
Well,
evening. But
he
the
didn't
song was quite funny.
Yeah, he didn't seem to be having a fun time before that, so I just thought, well, that's the consequences of your action. Of not enjoying my goddamn music. I try really hard, Erling, I do.
Sounds justified.
Thank you. No, but, he flipped me a note that said just Dawn Island, did I? Do you remember if I screwed anyone over? I don't remember. I think I was generally pleasant. Right?
That's going some time back to Dawn Island. Truth be told, I was a bit focused on the arrival of the nobles and getting the heck out of there to be paying too much attention. I remember we fought off a sea king there.
Well, this guy did not look like a sea king, so that's out of the question. We fought spiders, frog. Who the hell did I make so mad for him not to enjoy my music?
Where did he get off to then?
Upstairs.
When he dropped this off, was it like a challenge? Like a hey, come upstairs, I'll fuck your shit up, or
Well, he
like
just dropped.
open-ended threat, or
He just dropped it. It right in front of me, like, hey, here's the piece of paper, read it. But nothing too obvious, so maybe? I don't know. I mean, it's only one guy. Fuck his shit up.
well, do you want to go tend to this matter, or report back to the captain first? Back you either way.
Okay. Now let's go talk to him. Let's do it. Fuck it.
All right. The muscles will have to wait then.
I mean, I got a buddy.
We are sticking to the buddy system.
Hell yeah,
so
but
all's fair.
you do tend to hit me and almost kill me, though.
Well, when you're disguised as the enemy, it's not my fault. But the other times, it's good if you think about it, because it taught you Dwarvish, and that turned out to be quite useful down the road. So you're welcome for that.
I already knew how to speak Dwarf. What the hell are you implying?
Well, I seem to have found some sort of apparatus where striking you properly upside the head teaches somewhat. How was I to know that you knew it before that?
You were the one
I'm
who
quite
threw that
impressed
hammer
with
at
my
me.
abilities. So, you said he's upstairs then?
Yeah, but that does not depart from the question of the fact that you almost fucking killed me, man.
That was... Is that what this gentleman's upset about?
I think you're deliberately avoiding a question. Which
I
we
think
need
you're right, but that might be best settled at another time whenever threats aren't going your way from complete strangers who we might have encountered previously.
Fuck it, you're right. Fine, let's do it. Fuck. Who cares? I will be bringing this up, though.
Understood.
So you two head upstairs, and you see a door partially ajar about halfway down this hallway, rooms on either side.
Do we hear any? I think we'll creep up to the door and try to listen in to see if there's any noises.
Okay. You creep up to the door and make a perception check. You hear coming from inside the room.
Huh.
Damn that woman.
What do you do?
I'm going to take a page out of Ascari's book and open the door.
You open the door and you look in. We'll find out what you see next time.
I close the door.
Too late.
Ah, damn.
No, we didn't see it. It doesn't count. The session's not over.
All right. You want to see what you see?
Yeah, sure.
You don't see anything in the room when you look around,
Oh,
but you
that's
hear the
great.
voice from within the room.
So, you've come to play.
And that's what we'll pick up next time.
Who did you piss off on that island?
I remembered when I muted my mic and I'm like, what did I do on Dawn Island? And I just remember the one person, or the one group of people, we came in, he was like I don't know, bandit leader. I charmed one guy, he talked to us, and I'm like, hey, go do something else. And then he wandered off, and we just never encountered him, but I don't
Dun
know.
dun dun.
I mean, frankly, I thought that my actions wouldn't have consequences at that point.
I've been taking keen notes on where these people have been.
I'm sure it's unrelated.
Wait. So, all the people I have possibly charmed.
Did you read the last sentence of the charm spell?
I gotta admit, it escapes my mind. I thought
Any
that was
person that has been charmed by you, when the charm fails, know they've been charmed by you.
the creature when you
Maybe it's not the last sentence, but it's one of the sentences in there. Any charm spell you cast on someone, unless you're an enchantment wizard, I believe, they know they've been charmed or enchanted by you. On on a scale from friendly to hostile, they always go down one step, unless you're like Boblin, where you treated them very well.
I mean, I didn't kill him. That's
Yeah.
something.
He came out of it just fine. He was like, "Yo, you're cool, yo."
Yeah, and he just, oh god.
And you left
You
him
might
to
not
rot
really
on an
manage to
island
kill
by himself.
Hey, Lucas.
Yes.
Since we just leveled up and we haven't fought anything, can I switch out my Eldritch Invocation since I have a magical sword now?
Yeah, I don't care. That's fine.
Cool.
What if I left a
I don't know what
So-
I'm gonna pick, but I'm gonna pick something besides the improved weapon one now.
So how was that session for being 100% made up?
I mean, I had a lot of fun.
I had a lot of fun.
Finally got to clear out this inventory of ours.
Yeah, how much money did we end up like spending / making?
Well, we wound up almost breaking even.
That's good.
And then I'll have to figure out the supplies. And there's probably going to be a few more things that you guys are going to want to buy before you leave town. So
In total, we have just shy of about 8,000 gold now.
not too
Plenty
shabby.
to pay our workers.
Right?
I feel like every single time we spent something, Erling just slowly has an aneurysm, and then just towards the end,
Exactly.
coming
'Cause
back,
you guys are
what
like, "Oh,
money?
no, sure, I'll happily pay twice as much as that potion's worth," and he just dies a little bit on the inside. It's like, you're not even gonna ask, not even gonna try to barter. Just gonna give them the ridiculous prices they're asking for.
The merchants made out like
At
bandits.
least I had the decency to get my shit for free.
Right?
Yeah,
Got
she-
all
Cost
the
of a
shit
hand.
for free.
Cost of a hand.
That's why I'm the captain.
By
Captain
the end
one
of this
horn, one
adventure,
hand,
she'll be-
Scary.
She'll be nothing but a series of peg legs and prosthetics.
She'll be a one-eyed, one-armed,
Purple people.
flying
Eater.
purple people eater.
You're lucky Penala gave you your hand back, or I was gonna make that become my new chill touch thing.
Yeah, I was like, I'm taking that with me.
Wait, do you have any present plans to do with your hand, or are you just going to put it in a jar and whenever
Some
we
that
go-
embalming fluid.
It would be cool to
Yeah,
like
like a thing like
mummify it and like keep it in my desk drawer and like pull it out and be like, you know what that is? It's my own hand that I cut off.
Like
Don't
a
fuck with
paperweight.
me.
Like a paperweight just sitting there on the map. And
Yep.
you use the index finger to point where the ship's at. Like, here's our ship.
I was thinking like we could take it out, set up a little tent, and then for like 1 copper piece you can come see a severed hand.
I mean, that's possible if you want to get into that game.
Some pirates have the black spot. We've got the captain's reach.
Oh.
It's not a
I'm sh-
monkey paw.
I'm
It's a
sure.
serpent paw.
I'm sure Howard the Duck would love to have that hand.
Oh, Howard the
Like-
Duck.
Creepy fuck.
Speaking of Howard, or on the same
The
page as
stranger.
Howard the Duck.
The stranger.
Fucking Galileo.
Yes.
Oh god, I mean, I'm not.
What's so wrong with Daddy the Father?
Oh god, I hate that word. When I was in
Daddy?
middle school,
Daddy?
oh, I was just around kids who would use it, and I'm like, what the fuck? I don't like this anymore. And,
Well,
ugh,
you're gonna have to get used to it because that's his
I know,
code
I
name.
cringe a lot inside.
And he's gonna be around for a long, long time.
Well, not if there's accident.
Well, you guys
I
haven't.
could choose Eyes of the Runekeeper and be able to read all writing.
Oh, but that's no fun.
Yeah.
That's no fun.
So the old woman, what race is she? You said that she was bluish?
Yeah, she is a water genasi. An old water genasi.
Like how old
70s.
are we talking?
Like 70s, like at the end of her life.
Oh,
Old.
okay, okay. I didn't know how long they lived for, so.
I think there's
She's
like
about
standard human years, so
All right.
I need to see if because I think, Nick, didn't we find some like good pictures for them? I can't remember.
Say again?
Said, didn't we find some good pictures for those guys?
Did I find a good one for her?
I thought maybe I found it. I don't know. I'll have to look through my pictures and see if I've got it somewhere.
I thought I found an okay one for her. Is this? Oh, do I still have it on my? Let me see if I can't find it.
I've got like 2 different folders, so because I transferred everything from my work computer because I wasn't sure if it was going to get deleted or not. So
I was trying to see where I saved a picture.
maybe I was looking for it and I didn't find what I wanted. Maybe that's what it was. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to find it another time. But she's cute. Izzy is cute. I don't think we found anything for Clear Love yet.
He has a picture on the roll ticket.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, we got it on D&D Beyond. That's where we put the pictures.
Or that's what I meant. It has one on D&D.
I'll have to look through my folders and see if I can find it. So if you guys want, you can look at the character pictures. I'll have to update Daddy's. But oh, Izzy's so cute. Look at that little elephant with glasses on. So cute. Excuse me.
Where are you looking to see their pictures?
If you go to the campaign, Golden Age of Pirates, and then go to unassigned
D&D
characters.
Beyond. You said roll 20. I was like, I don't see it
No, D&D
anywhere.
Beyond. I think we saved them directly into there. I haven't put them on
Gotcha.
Roll20 yet. They're down there at the bottom. You can see Monty there. You can see Bob the Boblin.
Bob the Goblin.
Yep. Izzy's so cute. Look at that face. You know how hard it is to find a decent elephant with glasses picture?
Oh, the one for Madame Clearlove is one of the pre-made ones from D&D Beyond.
Oh, is
That's
it?
what that picture is.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'll have to find some pictures to put up on Roll20. Now that Daddy the Father has changed. Oh yeah, I'm gonna show you what he looks like when he's in his full battle attire. If you guys are still on Roll20. Yeah. He's ready to go.
Well,
The cute things.
hopefully we have enough. We do enough treasure hunting to keep him
Knives or
happy.
Pistols.
Those are all
I think
pistols.
those are all guns.
He's one bad mamma jamma.
That's a big daddy.
They don't call him Daddy the Father for no reason. Oh, man. Well, I'm glad you guys had fun.
Yeah, buddy.
I think Amanda's bringing out my creepy side with this damn bird.
Want to
I
be
mean-
the creepy person, okay? Just, I mean, the no pictures, it's cool. But just occasionally throw that in there.
I
I
mean,
want to be the creepy person.
funny poetry and no pictures. Don't forget about the articles.
Don't forget about the poetry.
Where do you think I learned that song?
Honestly, I think it's fun because I get such a good reaction out of Amanda when things get dirty. So it's like, oh, I got to keep doing it because she's so such good reaction.
It's like, I mean, technically, she would go with it. So let's go with it.
It's all in good fun. Is that crit range thing working, Nick? Oh, you just put it on 19 though.
Is it? Oh, I don't know.
should.
Let me try it out a few times.
Do the triple advantage and see if it pops up.
No.
Okay.
Well,
20.
that didn't help. I rolled a natural 20 and a 19.
Oh,
Natural
no
20
natural
again.
20s in
20.
this session.
Come on, I just want a 119. How hard is this?
Oh, there's an 18. Let's keep going. There it is. Okay, it works. It critted.
It works.
Yay! So you'll have to make one that's got your Hexblade's curse on it to go to 18, so that way it rolls properly as well. I think that might be the easier way of doing it, just having a separate weapon for... Because your Hexblade curse makes it 19 and 20, right?
Yeah, my Hexblade's curse makes it 19 to 20, so if you're going to let it stack, then when I have my curse on, it'd be 18 to 20.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You get to add your charisma damage? Ugh, gross. Oh, I'm fearing once you get to level 7, Nick. I'm fearing hard.
Level 8 is fear. Level
Well-
7 is bad because that's when I get Divine
Smite.
Smite. But level 8 is when I get Vow of Enmity.
Oh. Gross. That's when you get advantage no matter what, right?
Right.
Ugh. Not that you need it, because you got the craw always pulling up advantage for you.
I'm gonna take off to go feed my dog, but I had fun tonight.
Good. Glad you had fun.
It was lots of fun.
I'm curious what we're gonna do in Misthaven.
Well, if we ever
Like
get
a
back to
Black
it.
Iron Tower.
Right? Amanda, did you... Night.
Bye, guys. Have a good night.
Have a nice
Amanda,
night.
did you get my message on Skype?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Oh, I don't know. Let me look real quick. I had to reset my phone, so my phone. Oh,
Yeah, you read it.
okay. I see it now.
Yeah, you
Got
can
it.
reply to that later if you want.
Okay. No worries. Have a good night.
All right, night.
Night.
Bye.
And so ends the tale of this adventure for the One-Horned Pirates. We'll see you next week for Misthaven, y'all. Hope you had a good one. And be kind. Be good. Stay safe. Bye.